Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Family. Variety Pizza, located at 1189 Main Street in Jackson, has been family owned and operated for over 45 years, serving the community with fresh, homemade, and handcrafted pizzas, sandwiches, salads, and more. Carry out or stay and enjoy the newly renovated dining areas with private party spaces available. Stop by and see Lee and Al or call 666-5454 for Variety Pizza.
Plumbing Supply in Jackson, Kentucky is proud to serve Breathitt, Lee, Wolfe, Morgan, Owsley, Perry, and Madison counties. Established in 1982 with over 40 years of service to those communities, Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply can not only meet your electric and plumbing needs, but also heating and cooling, concrete and metal septic tanks, as well as your special orders. Call Scott and the gang today at 606-666-4052.
Alliance Incorporated Little Flower Clinic, Quantum Healthcare, and East Kentucky Chiropractic, offering medical, dental, pediatrics, chiropractic, behavioral health, women's health, rheumatology, MAT program, x-ray, lab, and free transportation. East Kentucky Chiropractic, Dr. Dale Williams and Dr. Adam Fields, offering spinal adjustments, posture correction, sports injury recovery, and pain management. Kentucky Mountain Health Alliance Incorporated, your medical home in the mountains.
Or starting over, your next chapter begins here. Enroll now for spring 2026 courses at Hazard Community and Technical College. HCTC meets you where you are with flexible online and in-person classes, short-term programs, and hands-on training for in-demand careers. When you choose HCTC, you're choosing opportunity, support, and a community that believes in you. Call 606-487-3293 to enroll today.
Are we now? Test, test, test.
Be an audio thing on their end.
All right, folks. We'll make sure that we've got it audio here. We're trying to test. Apologize. We always get these when we're down here without our home field. It's a little bit difficult for everything to go right. So, but we're ready for football action here. Okay, good. All right, good deal. We want to make sure. Sorry about that. We just got a call there for tieback telling us we may not be able to hear me, but apparently you can. So we're ready to rock and roll now. Bobcats will be kicking off here, and Middlesboro will be receiving. They're going to be Bobcats will be kicking left to right on your screen. We're having a award out there. Of course, talking about, we did this a little bit, the players to watch here for Breathitt County as you look around here. Of course, Miles Holland, we went through earlier, it's a junior year here. 2-year starter as quarterback already, going to be last year passed for 1,974 yards, averaged 151 a game with 25 passing touchdowns. Eli Thomas, also a junior this year, in 172 attempts, ran for 1,385 yards, averaged 125.9, and rushed for 21 touchdowns. Jason Combs at wide receiver had 342 yards on 15 receptions and averaged 26.3 yards a game. Adam Spencer last year, 209 yards on 22 receptions. A moment of silence.
God bless his family, and thank you, Coach French.
Yep. And that was in memory of Coach Larry French, a good friend of ours. I got to meet Coach French and doing these ball games and talk with him. And, of course, he passed away. He had retired. Hunter Adams, now the head coach of Middlesboro football. And we'll miss Larry French, just an absolute legend in football, in high school football, with coached at Boyle County and also around the state. And here at Middlesboro, and just brought home and lots of wins. And here come the Yellowjackets onto the field as Parton will lead them out. So we said, the guys to watch for Middlesboro, Deacon Parton last year, 30 touchdowns, threw for 2,233 yards, 238 of those against Breathitt County. And the two guys that run the ball are Caden Lawson and Colby Lawson. Last year, Caden ran for 884 yards, 138 of those against Breathitt. And Colby ran for 472 yards, and 100 of those were against Breathitt. So the Bobcats last year, with that senior-legging group, still gave up 238 yards rushing to just those two young men here on this field last year, Evan.
Yeah, Dad. The Bobcats are also going to have to really focus on that run defense as well, especially with two dangerous backs like you just discussed.
Looks like it's going to be the dual kickoff possibilities with Jagger Burton and Wyatt Spencer for the Bobcats.
Yeah, we saw a lot of last year trying to trick out the Middlesboro receiving team.
We'll be back deep for Middlesboro. It's going to be number 1. That's going to be Caden Lawson. And number 12, who we have on their roster as Amari Houston, a senior, a wide receiver as well. And it's actually going to be Burton to kick it off. So here we go, folks. The 2026 season is underway. It's going to be a squib kick. Nice one, goes up over the defender, and it's going to be over and going to be picked up there by Lawson. Makes a move, and he'll return it back up to about the 33-yard line. And that's where Middlesboro will go to work here against this Bobcat defense as Deacon Parton comes onto the field. Deacon is senior this year. Evan, I'll let you set the defense there for the Bobcats.
Yeah, so it looks like Bobcats during the Bourbon County scrimmage had a lot of guys rotating in and out on the defensive line. Looks like our starting three are Tayton Skidmore, Trenton Noble, and Caden Combs, with number 12, Ryder Miller, as the middle linebacker out there.
Okay, we're ready now as the Jackets will be in the shotgun. A little bit of motion there. Going to see it, and we're going to hand this one off to number 7, and we're going to be a nice game there for Middlesboro. That'll be Jacob Tennell.
Yep, the junior.
Mm-hmm. Pick up there. We'll pick up about 8. It's going to be second down and 2 for the Yellowjackets. Got Matt over here on the camera. Please. As always. A little bit low here on our camera angle, but it's better than we had last year, I believe. So this, hopefully nothing fails. Parton in the shotgun, snap back to him, going to shake it to Janelle, going to throw deep. That's number 12 over there. Ball is underthrown, but and going to be played over there by Combs. He had Combs burnt. He was absolutely 5 yards behind him.
But good job by Jason Combs to recover there and come back and break up the pass.
Yeah, that was fortunate for the Bobcats because he was smoked. Number 12 there, Amari Houston was 10 yards behind him.
Parton has put too much air under the ball and gave Combs enough time to catch up with Houston and break up the pass.
Still almost made the catch, but Combs was able to make the play. So here in the secondary, we've got Cam Johnson out here at cornerback. And there in the slot right now is Adam Spencer. Of course, Combs on the far side. This one's going to be a handoff to Lawson. Lawson's going to pick up the first down, I believe. Let's see. It'll be close with our angle here.
I believe that's enough for a.
It will be a first down. First down of the game for Middlesboro.
Citizens Bank and Trust Company of Jackson first down.
There you go, man. That's completely in, Evan. It's not. Rob is so good at that. That's the Citizens Bank and Trust Company of Jackson. First down here in this game. Our premier sponsors is Family Pharmacy. Will be on the scoring plays tonight in Jackson, and also Citizens Bank on the first down. So thanks to those sponsors. Parton back in the shotgun again. A little bit of motion. They're going to hand this one off to Lawson. Lawson coming to the side. Going to pick up probably about 5. Nice pickup on first down on the handoff.
Jackets being very efficient with this run game here early, picking up at least 5 to 4 yards every run they have. Bobcat defense really needs to fill those gaps well and force the running backs to make tricky.
Now we can talk about those guys on offense, but when you lose Miller, Hall, and Abner on the defensive line, that's a big loss as well. So those seniors now doing other things. This group time to play for the Bobcats. Parton again in the shotgun. Good wing here. Going to hand this one off again up the middle. This is Colby Lawson. Nice pickup. Going to be a first down. That's gonna be the key for these Bobcats are the guys up front. Can they, offensive line and defensive line.
Couldn't have said it better.
Middlesboro right now moving the football. Second first down. That's another Citizens Bank and Trust Company of Jackson first down for the Yellowjackets.
A very methodical drive so far for the Yellowjackets. Nothing big other than that one pass play where they tried to take the top off, and they ran off a decent amount of clock here in this first quarter.
Parton can always go deep. Looks like Houston going to be the man over there. Houston had a touchdown last year against us, I remember, but Gillian, their big receiver, is gone. Going to hand off to Lawson again. Ibsen cuts, breaks through, and another big touch, and it's going to be another Citizens Bank and Trust Company of Jackson first down for Middlesboro.
Middlesboro showing a lot of movement in the backfield too as well. You have it looks like at any point Parton could also take that ball and just do a passing play. So a lot going on in their offense.
Absolutely. And before we go any further, I really want to give a shout out to Kylan Combs. Yeah. I mean, guys, if you're a Bobcat fan and the Combs family, a part of Breathitt County football, and it's just a tough break for Kylan to come back from the car wreck and be able to come back and fight so hard to get back on the field and then lose it with a knee injury and end his career. And we love you, Kai. Don't see him here tonight. And the Combs family, it's the Miller family and the Combs family have been together a long time.
I believe he's recently had surgery on that.
Yeah, and it's a shame not to see Kylan here. And we love you, man. And I'm sure he's at home watching the Bobcats right now.
Yeah. Wish you the best, man.
Middlesboro.
Bobcat mistake makes it first and 5 for the Jackets.
2. Parton. And again, it's going to be Lawson up the middle, picking up big yardage again. Going to be another first down as he gallops through the middle of the defense. Another Citizens Bank and Trust Company of Jackson. First down for the Middlesboro Yellowjackets as they drive inside of the 15-yard line down to about the 14. Breathitt's going to have to make a stand here to keep the Yellowjackets off the board first here in the Veterans Bowl. Dual backs. Parton with the cadence. Snaps it back. Going to hand this one off again. This one again. And we're going to get a hold here, I believe, as the flag comes in. That was Tennell again, who had that first run of the game. Let's see what the call is as the white hat. So, thank our sponsors, Hutch Automotive and Tire Works.
That's a hold.
It'll be a hold on Middlesboro. We'll back them up. Hutch Automotive and Tire Works, your home in Jackson. CarQuest Auto Parts, located on Highway 15. Come check them out. Jiffy Mart. Get in and out in a jiffy. Gas, groceries, and the great meat department. Check out Sanford's Deli with Mike and the folks up there. And also now Miller Furniture over in the North Hills Plaza. Former Advance Auto Parts, Tim and Terry Miller. Selling furniture there in Jackson. Got some good stuff. Go check them out, folks. So we play first down. It'll be 1st and 20. Parton going to throw that one deep. 8 is there. Oh, just dropped it. Nice pass that time by Parton. Oh, hit him in the worst place in the hands. That was Cordell Parton.
Middlesboro's been setting that up this entire drive. They've done those plays, like I was saying, where they look like they could take the ball out at any time, get the Bobcats used to defending the run, try to open up the offense there with a pass.
Bad sign here for the Bobcats. That's the second time that they've gotten behind the defensive backfield. And not for an underthrow and a drop. You've got 2 big completions there for the Yellowjackets.
I wouldn't call that underthrow earlier. Just too high. Messing with you.
All right, 2 backs, Cannell and Lawson. Going to set up the screen, and there's Lawson. Gets it. The breakthrough. Oh, when he falls down. As he gets back down inside the 20-yard line.
Looks like he
tried to make a cut and feet shot out from underneath him there. So that will bring up 3rd down for Middlesboro.
I'll tell you, number 78, Chris Sizemore, was almost right there when Parton threw the ball.
Ball will be on the 18-yard line here. 3rd and 8, 14. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Be a big stop here for the Bobcats if they can force 4th down and either make the Jackets punt or go for the field goal or go for it.
Snap back to Parton. Going to hand this one off to Lawson. The sprint outside, and Millar was there. Noah Millar came around from the safety and pushed him out of bounds. It's going to be basically no gain. Ball will be on the 18-yard line. So that'll bring up a 4th down and 14. Well, actually a loss of a yard as they push back to the 19. Parton jogs back on.
Bobcats need to be wary here, maybe jumping off of a freeze play. Jackets might try to get some free yards off.
Got trips to the left. And we're going to get a timeout Breathitt here as the trips were set up. So with 6:58 to go here in the first quarter, Middlesboro threatening on a 4th down. We'll take a break. Be right back here on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
See us at Jackson Medical Clinic Family Healthcare in Jackson for all your medical needs. Now also offering behavioral healthcare services. The clinic is open 7 days a week and will have new extended hours of operation beginning on January 1st, 2024. Hours of operation will be from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Thursday, and 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Saturday and Sunday. With a hometown atmosphere, come let our family take care of yours.
In America. What does that mean? It means jobs. It means crafts. Made in America. See the quality. And now.
Welcome back here. Middlesboro 4th down and 15. Snap back to Parton. Parton going to throw it. Cut to the corner of the end zone. Ooh, and that's going to be incomplete. Nice job out there defensively by the Bobcats. It'll be a turnover and downs, and Breathitt County will have their first offensive possession of the year as Miles Holland will lead the Bobcats on the field here as
Very scary drive to start off early for the Bobcat defenses. It looked like Middlesboro was pushing the ball down the field very well, but a mistake from them in the holding penalty and a good job by the Bobcat defense to just come together and make a stop there.
All right, going to have a spread here. I'll put Jagger Burton down here at the bottom of the screen along with Jake Fugit. Combs at the top. Snap back to Miles. Miles going to hand off to Eli Thomas. Little drive up the field. Good little movement there by Breathitt County offensive line. Set that offensive line there, Evan, if you can, please.
Yeah, going left to right, we have Tate and Skidmore left to right, we got Trenton Noble, then Chris Sizemore, Caden Combs, Wyatt Spencer, and then Tate and I messed it up, didn't I? Oh, I did? Cool. Tate and Skidmore, right tackle.
Snap back to Miles. And time throws this one out, and Fugit cannot make the catch. So we're going to bring up a third down right off the bat for Breathitt County. Of course, Breathitt then trying to employ the fast break offense here.
Yeah, that's something me and Rob talked about during the Bourbon scrimmage, Dad, is that the Bobcats may look to go for more dink and dunk style plays instead of trying to take the top off like they've tried in the past.
3rd and 5 for Breathitt County. Going to have a bunch of formation out here with Spencer, Burton, and Fugit out to the right. Thomas sold back in the backfield, snap back. They're going to hand this one off to Thomas up the middle, and he is going to be stopped short of a first down by Middlesboro. 4th down. Seen Breathitt go for this a lot early in the season. And we're going to have a punt, looks like. So quick offensive possession for Breathitt County, unable to pick up a first down there in those couple of plays. They'll have to punt it back to the Yellowjackets. Yeah. Sun starting to set out here to our left. Beautiful night here in Middlesboro. Was calling for rain, but looks like we're going to skirt that thanks to the Middlesboro athletic director staff here with the table. The good location for us. Snap back. Whoa, going to be way over his head. Really bad, and that's he's going to knock that out for a safety. And big time miscue for Breathitt County there as Middlesboro is going to jump on the board with a safety on the punt snap. Will be 2-0 Middlesboro here right off the bat. Oh, way high and out the back of the end zone as Spencer decided to knock it away instead of jumping on it. And so now they will have to kick off from the 20-yard line or punt it off to Middlesboro as the Yellowjackets are on the board.
Yeah, costly mistake early here for the Bobcat special team. It leaves the points for the Jackets. Let's see if the Bobcat defense has made some adjustments here while the Bobcats had a very short offensive drive, and see if they can come up with another stop.
Well, this was, the thing about it is it was certainly in high school sports, as with all of football, special teams are key to every game. Yeah. And basically there you see it right off the bat, and hard to practice as well because, you just have to spend some time on it. But the snap here gets the Middlesboro on the board, and they're going to either have to punt or kick off. Looks like from a free kick here, it's going to be probably Jagger Burton to do that from the 20-yard line. Middlesboro likely to have really good field position here from this as, you're not going to kick it deep. If you're going to do the squib kick, you're giving up a lot of room here.
I believe Burton had a leg on him last year.
Got Houston, and they're going to squib it again, kick it over to the side. They're going to let that go out of bounds, and I'd back them up and kick it again. If let's see what Middlesboro decides on the free kick. I'm not for sure if you can do that on the free kick. It might just be on the kickoff. So it will be Middlesboro football inside of Breathitt territory here. See what the penalty is. Yep, we'll make them kick it again. That's a smart move. And being a kicker my whole career and a special teams person my entire career, I would make them kick it as many times as possible because you consistently see on second kicks because of penalties, big returns. Yeah. Because players have to sprint. The cover team has to sprint down the field, and cover, and it's hard to do it 2 times in a row.
Yeah.
So it'll be from the 15-yard line this time. It'll be Burton again. Kick the ball. Approaches. Going to kick this one again back in the same spot. And Killian over there, he gets it and picks out I'm sorry, that is Tennell.
Yeah, it looks like he stepped out around the 47.
Yeah, so that was a 5-yard pickup was basically the difference in the penalty there. So it will be Middlesboro football here on the 42-yard line. Is that where we are?
No.
Let's see. Let's let them place it. Yep, right on the 45. So 5:25 to go here in the first quarter. Defense in need of a stop. Parton in the shotgun. Twins out here to the left, going to hand this one off to Snell. He breaks the tackle and is going to pick up 2 yards. Caleb Neese on the tackle. Picks up 5, though, after the initial track. He could have been stopped there at the line of scrimmage, juked away.
Wait for Tennell to use his athleticism and get away from the tackle there at the line of scrimmage and pick up 5 yards after the fact.
2nd and 5 for Middlesboro. They'll break the huddle with Parton in the shotgun. Lawson in the backfield with him. Snap. I'll give it to Lawson. And Sizemore could not make the tackle.
Oh, my gosh.
Lawson, hard to bring down. Sizemore shot through there. Good play by him, but just could not bring him down. So a pickup of a yard. I believe it's going to be 3rd and
what's about 2 yards?
2. 3rd and it's a long 2, almost 3. I'll have to go to the
Bobcats are very close to making some big plays here, stopping the running back at the line of scrimmage. They just need to finish their tackles.
It is a 3rd and 3. Backs out the cadence. Going to hand this one off to Lawson, and he had the first down before he was touched, basically there, and we'll pick it up, and that will be a Citizens Bank and Trust Company of Jackson first down for the Middlesboro Yellowjackets. We failed to call it on the safety. It was a scoring play. That was a Family Pharmacy safety a few minutes ago.
I was just thinking about that.
They're very safe at Family Pharmacy, Portia and Everett. To start the season. Appreciate them very much. Good friends, Portia and Everett are. Thank them for being one of our premier sponsors here on Bobcat Football on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
So goes back to that first drive where Middlesboro is just doing a methodical job of running the ball down the field.
And off to Lawson, up the middle this time, and it comes off a tackle. Bobcats not wrapping up there. And the Middlesboro Lawson kids keep on churning their legs there. And that was Colby Lawson with the big pickup on that one. It's going to be, let's see what the pickup was, probably 7. And there was almost contact at the point of attack as well. So Middlesboro able to pick up yards after contact. Second and 3. Going to hand this one off to Lawson again with a head of steam. He cuts up the middle and is down to about the 12-yard line. Another big pickup. Going to be another Citizens Bank Trust Company of Jackson first down. We might have to divide that up over the second half. Lots of first downs here so far for Middlesboro as they're turning it out. Breathitt yet to pick one up.
Yeah. And we're not seeing a lot of Breathitt right now because Middlesboro is doing a good job of just controlling the ball. They've had it for most of this first quarter, with Breathitt only having about 3 to about 4 plays if you count the punt. So, yeah.
Big Bailey Blackburn up there on the line of scrimmage. Also Christian Davis for Middlesboro. Blackburn running is off for just a moment. Looked like equipment issue. Middlesboro first and See it on the 13-yard line. Our camera down here pretty low, kind of hard to get some of the yardages for you. We're sitting right here beside the camera. Parton. Houston in motion. Fake. Parton going to roll back out to the right. Cuts it up. Going to be in. No. Going to be down just close as he almost was in for the score. Faked it. Naked bootleg around. Breathitt unable to react. Parton, just a big old kid as well, runs it down to the 1 yard line. Will be another first down. Citizens Bank and Trust Company of Jackson first down. And Parton,
as you were saying, Parton, a big physical kid, lowered his shoulder and tried to get in there for the score. And like you were also saying, the Breathitt defense looked lost in translation there as Parton took the bootleg out.
Middlesboro going to stay in shotgun. Lawson in the backfield. We're going to hand it to him, and he is in for the score. That will be Colby Lawson with the first touchdown. Oh, we got a penalty flag flying right now. Lawson, let's see what the call is. That came in late after the signal of touchdown. That will be a touchdown, Middlesboro. That's a family pharmacy touchdown if it stands. Not for sure if it was unsportsmanlike. What's going on? We're staring into the sun here. Coming from the left-hand side.
That's what they're talking to.
I want to know if Breathitt wants to accept. It's going to be touchdown is going to stand to make it 8-0, I guess. I don't know what they're doing here.
Yeah, that's looking unsportsmanlike.
They're going to take it on the extra point. Is that what we're doing here? Okay, so 8-0 Middlesboro. The score by Colby Lawson is good. And so for the 2-point conversion, Middlesboro will be actually playing from the 17-yard line. Parton steps up in the pocket and going to cut back around field, and they're going to throw the ball, and that's a big quacker, but it's going to be caught by the brother, and it's going to be put in for the touchdown. My goodness. As Middlesboro with a family pharmacy 2-point conversion, as they were able to score, and Parton flipped back around and threw that ball, just a dying quail up there. Brother able to catch it and make a play. Breathitt cannot make the tackle as the 2-point conversion is good. And it will be Middlesboro 10, Breathitt 0. 1:25 to go here in the first quarter. We'll take a break. Be back here for the kickoff, folks, on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
People's Bank is proud to continue to invest in the Bluegrass State. Our team has years of experience right here in Eastern Kentucky. By partnering with People's Bank, we provide solutions, not just products. Our vision is to be the best community bank in America, and we would love a chance to earn your business. People's Bank, working together, building success.
Back here, ready for the kickoff from Middlesboro. Folks, I want to tell you, Matt's working on the camera right now. It's a little bit bright with this scalding sun coming at us here from the left. It's this time of day is tough on any type of camera, either video or physical photo, like I'm usually doing. It's tough this time of day early on, and so.
Yeah, tough to call, too, when you have the sun beaming in your eyes as well.
Evan's distracted. So it's going to be number 57 here. We do not have on the roster kicking off for Middlesboro. Going to hammer this one back, and that's going to be taken up early by Jake Fugit. Nice return by Jake Fugit. Now we'll bring it up to the 42-yard line. And we want to thank a little bit, too. We're having a tough time here, and I think everybody in high school sports is going to, because Frank Ryherd and Ryherd Scoreboard, that has become a staple of high school sports, is no longer available. Mr. Ryherd's, you might have seen it on the news, but he and around and thanking him. What a great job he did in bringing us the scoreboards. The old scoreboards are still snap this time to Thomas. Come up in big run this time by Eli Thomas. Going to be a Citizens Bank and Trust Company of Jackson. First down.
Yeah,
Pick up
Eli
about
Thomas
14.
showing those explosive plays we saw last year as he gets about a 12-yard scamper there. Did a good job of coming out, and when he saw that tackler come down towards him, putting him on skates and finding a way to get those extra yards.
Breathitt ready to go. Snap back to Miles Holland. Throw over to Adam Spencer. Going to be a little pickup there on first down. So first completion of the game for Miles Holland. That one to Adam Spencer here on the outside. Of course, all the skill back other than John Carter Holland for Breathitt last year and Gibby Gibson. So we'll flip over to Thomas. Thomas will make the tackle, and we'll pick it up. Be close to a first down, as that's going to be a
First down,
third and one. In this game last year, of course, Eli had 22 rushes for 125 yards. Big split there between the center and the
left guard, yeah.
So third and short. Holland going to try to take him himself. He's going to pick up the first down and move it on down close to the red zone.
Look at a QB power play there in the jumbo sets. Miles takes the ball, lowers his shoulders, and gets the first down. That's something we always talk about on here about Miles Holland, is how he's a very physical runner. He's not afraid to put his shoulder down and run through somebody, or at least attempt to.
Miles didn't play baseball last year. He's really bulked up and put some size on. He and Eli both. Holland drops back. No contain. He's going to get outside, and they're going to bring him down. It'll be a sack that time. It's going to be number 17. Don't have, see who's that on the roster for Middlesboro, as he was able to get Miles by Cameron Mosley. And that will bring us to the end of the first quarter with the score. Breathitt County 10, Middlesboro 10, Breathitt County 0. We'll head to the second quarter here on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
In America, what does that mean? It means jobs. It means craftsmanship. And when it comes to Vaughan Bassett Furniture, it means value.
People's Bank is proud to continue to invest in the Bluegrass State. Our team has years of experience right here in Eastern Kentucky. By partnering with People's Bank, we provide solutions, not just products. Our vision is to be the best community bank in America, and we would love a chance to earn your business. People's Bank, working together, building success.
All right, folks, welcome back here. Ready for the second quarter. Opening game. It's football time in the mountains, and it's time for Bobcat football around again this year in 2026, year 52 of the Bobcats here. And always a pleasure from two former Bobcats, 3 former Bobcats, bunch of former Bobcats. We appreciate you very much for tuning in here to Bluegrass Sports Nation. We enjoy promoting these young men. We'll read our sponsors list here in a minute, but we're ready to go here now, as it will be 2nd and 20 for Miles Holland in the shotgun. Snap by comes back to him, and here comes Thomas. Has to break it off the edge. Nice little pickup there. Going to be brought down by Jacob Tino. The third down now for the Bobcats.
Yeah, Bobcats go back to their going towards a trips to the left set now as they take out number 75, White Alex, from their jumbo set.
Snap back to Holland. Drops back. A little bit of pressure. You're going to trying to line up the screen, and good job by Thomas. Very close to the first down.
Yeah,
come up just a little bit short, it looks like. Going to be 4th down.
About 4th and 2 from the looks of it.
Nice call that time by Kyle Moore. Big pickup that time by Thomas.
It was a really good call, actually, especially since the Bobcats are getting a lot of pressure on their passing plays.
Snap back to Holland. Going to roll out to the right. Here comes the pressure, and he avoids the sack. Throw to Thomas, and going to be knocked down. And Thomas goes head to head and bowls over the tackler down there. Wow. Middlesboro has to be sick. They had Miles in the backfield, and he was able to squirt away. First down, Citizens Bank and Trust Company of Jackson. First down for Breathitt County as the Bobcats are knocking on the door here to try to get on the board in this one.
Goes back to what we were saying earlier is Miles Holland's a very tough runner. He's also a very shifty runner back there in the backfield. He's able to escape sacks very well. Can't say nothing, can you?
5-yard line. Snap back to Miles. Going to fake it, run, and he's going to score. First touchdown of the year, a family pharmacy touchdown for the Bobcats.
That's with Miles Holland with his legs.
So at 10:37 in the second quarter, Breathitt scores on a Holland 5-yard run to make it 10-6. It's going to be Wyatt Spencer to kick the extra point. Bobcats getting their PAT team on the field. Brother Adam going to be holding. Snap back low, but Spencer able to get it up and through. Good job by Wyatt Spencer. And the Bobcats are on the board. Make it 10-7 Middlesboro. 10:37 to go here in the second quarter. We'll take a break, folks. Be right back for more action here on Bluegrass Sports Nation. Widely known as a rock climbing and hiking destination, but is now quickly becoming known for its great restaurants and entertainment venues. Venues like Skybridge Station, where you can see live music on the weekends or go to Tuesday night trivia. Kel's Patriot Pizza, Spanx Franks, Dixie Freeze, Beef Finca, 145 Stakeout, which has live music most weekends, The Brick, Red Point Barbecue, and Bites and Bargains. Wolfe County is naturally gorgeous, and Wolfe County Tourism invites you to stop in and try one of these great restaurants on your next visit. Middlesboro. Fun fact, of course, Middlesboro, the largest city in the United States that is actually in a meteor crater here in right on the Kentucky-Tennessee line.
Yep, believe me and Rob called it Crater Town.
Crater Town. Okay, well, that's I can see you and Rob doing that. Burton ready to kick off. They hit that one again on the ground over here to Lawson. Lawson picks it up, breaks through, breaks a tackle, and he's be up past the 50-yard line. We'll make it back into Bobcat territory down to about the 48 as Middlesboro will go back to work here on offense.
Lawson very close to breaking that off for a big play for the Jackets and possibly putting another 6 up on the board for him.
Of course, the history here in the last couple of times here at Middlesboro, Bobcats have gone down here. Last year, 50-36, and back in 2021, Ed, when you were playing, it was 52-30 here, Middlesboro. Parton in the gun. Parton going to go down the sideline. At 12 there, goes up and catch. That ball was on top of Johnson, and Houston makes the catch for the – oh, my goodness.
Wow.
And Mari Houston went up over top, knocked it down, and made the catch and pulled it in. Kind of reminiscent of last year when we had the as Barker was able to make the catch down there on that end for a touchdown after it was batted up. But nicely done by Houston there.
One of those crazy highlight plays.
Lawson going to get outside, and nice pursuit that time. Well done by Adam Spencer as he's able to make the tackle on the edge.
Wow. I think they
Yes.
did. Yeah,
It'll be second and 11 on the board. Oh, really?
Wow.
Did you
Yeah.
hit the replay?
So Cam Johnson had it in his hands, and he ripped it out and just took it.
Oh, okay.
It didn't hit the ground. Stayed on his body, and he just
Cool.
hugged it. Wow. Yeah. Got a little minute.
We're pulling up the replay there of that catch by Houston. You can watch it here, a new feature of the instant replay.
Wow.
Nice play by Houston. There's the throw. And actually, Johnson has it in his hand, and Houston rips it out there for the catch. That puts Middlesboro right back in the red zone down there as the ball is on the 18-yard line. We got a timeout here? Okay, yeah. Middlesboro. All right, good deal. Austin. As we said, the last couple of matchups here between Middlesboro and Breathitt on August 23rd, opening last year, that 50-36 game here that was just back and forth like a ping pong match here.
I believe our first win at Middlesboro was in 2019 with that rain delay.
Okay.
When we had CA and
57-7 in 2019. I remember back in the days when I was coaching here at Breathitt, we'd come down when the Skidmore kid and Kenny Roark was coaching. Always a tough place to come down here.
Yeah.
Facility's much better now. Going to be Tidge out this time to Lawson. Lawson cuts it up.
Wow.
Big jump step there, and he's going to be into the end zone. No, down to the 1-yard line.
Wow.
Again, it will be Caden Lawson.
Wow. Caden Lawson had an absolutely massive hole there to run through. Tops on that one. The offensive line for Middlesboro doing a good job of creating those big gaps for their running backs to run through.
Be first and goal for Middlesboro on the 1-yard line. Yeah, handoff to Lawson, and he's going to be in for the touchdown. It will be Caden Lawson, his first touchdown of the game at 9:02 here in the second quarter. So both Lawsons now have scored on 1-yard touchdown runs.
Yeah, very gritty drive from them as well whenever they were running the ball. And then just very spectacular on the passing play. Houston able to rip it out of Johnson's hands and just hold on to it as it's sliding across his body.
Going to have the cornfield spread here ready to go. And they're at the always hard to get set up on these, basically. And they're going to oh my goodness, that was an abortion. There's the snap back to they tried to do the cornfield spread where they throw it over behind the offensive lineman.
Number 85, Noah Millar, did not wait a second to see if there was a trick play or nothing. Just dove in there and took out the
snap was high. I believe I'd retire that if I was Middlesboro.
Yeah.
Kick the extra point. There's no sense in. But at the 9:02 mark here in the second quarter, is now 16-7 Middlesboro. We'll take a break, folks. Be right back here on Bluegrass Sports Nation for more action here in the second quarter.
Appalachia's #1 motorsports dealer since 2007, YPK Motorsports is excited to help you experience the fun and adventure a quality off-road vehicle can bring to your life. Now with 5 locations, YPK invites you to see our great selection of ATVs, side-by-sides, dirt bikes, and more. Come visit us in Jackson, Hazard, Painesville, Ashland, or Pound. Or you can always visit us online at ypkmotorsports.com.
All right, folks, back here ready for the kickoff. And going to be deep. That ball is hit deep over in the corner of the field and is going to bounce out of bounds. Will be a penalty. And probably get the ball, in high school, 35-yard line or the 40?
It's 30, or 35 or 40.
Yeah. Want to make them kick it again or take it on the...
They're throwing a Breathitt ball out there, so I believe they'll take it.
No, it's going to be on the 35. Yeah, there we go. Hard to remember from college to pro to high school what an out-of-bounds kick does.
Too many rules.
So, Breathitt now. They're going to have to match Middlesboro. Middlesboro matched their touchdown quickly. Let's see how Breathitt attacks its Middlesboro defense.
So they're in the jumbo set again.
Holland going to hand off to Thomas up the middle. Good gain up the middle. Looks like they're going to gain about 6 on first down for Eli Thomas.
Yeah, Breathitt trying to emulate some of that some of those gritty run plays that Middlesboro is doing right up the middle and trying to get some good yards off that like Middlesboro has done. And they're not in the jumbo set. I was incorrect on that analysis.
Snap back in the gun. Going to throw this one out to Adam Spencer, and that's going to be for no gain.
Yeah.
Nice pursuit that time by Middlesboro as Spencer had to go up. Spencer had to go up and make that catch and could not get on his feet. And he comes up limping. Please, okay.
Number 3 steps into the game. Do we have a...
No. Okay. Did we? Okay. So Kentucky has landed Mark Mitchell for the UCats fans out there. How about that? Mark Pope, everybody much maligned, putting together a squad. I'm going to get a whistle here.
False start. The flag over from that line judge.
Okay.
Yeah, line judge.
Going to be a false start on Breathitt. Going to back them up, make it 3rd and 10. So just to repeat, the Wildcats get Mark Mitchell, add more talent to that lineup. So hopefully, as much of you know, since I'm going back to doing the Cats games with Carson down at UK. So I'm looking forward to some good games in Rupp Arena this year and on the road with the Cats.
Bobcats in a 2-back set.
Holland and drop back. Going to have some pressure. That ball's thrown up, going to be way short. And probably good for Lawson not to catch that when that ball has it was the pressure up the middle. Holland just had to get rid of it and could not make the connection as Combs was out there and covered. Going to be a punt now for Breathitt County. First one did not go well.
Yeah, it's number 52, Bailey Blackburn, with a pressure there. It looked like he came through almost untouched.
He's a good-looking kid. I went down there pregame and looking young man. So it'll be Wyatt Spencer going back to punt this time. The first time the Bobcats tried to punt, there was a high snap and ended up in a safety. This one is high again and ready to pull it down and just gets that ball was touched. Almost should have been blocked, and it's going to be a very short punt and will be
down to about the
Middlesboro
44.
Basketball at the 40-foot football. Yeah. We're talking about the Cats 44-yard line as Middlesboro will go back to work. This is critical time for Breathitt County here right now. This game, I absolutely, if Middlesboro is able to score here, it's going to make it really tough on Breathitt County at this point.
Breathitt really needs to make a stand here, as you were just saying, because you get to the point now where it starts to get away from you a little bit if they score again here.
I'm looking for Houston down the sideline here first play. Let's see what they do. Nope, going to go the other sideline. Going to be open. He is open and catches it.
Oh, wow.
If he's in bounds. Yeah,
drops
absolutely.
It in the bucket there.
Nice throw by Parton that time.
That was pretty.
That one was to his brother there. The other Parton, Cordell Parton. Yep. And he's able to make the catch, and they're right back in the red zone again here.
That's a really pretty pitch and catch there.
But you could tell short change, go deep first play. You could see it coming. Bobcats didn't.
Yeah, Middlesboro also taking advantage of some of those lower numbers the Bobcats may have, or a lot of guys are playing both ways. Could be taking advantage of some guys are playing some receiver out there, going out for deeper passes and coming into the defense a little.
They have a penalty here.
They wouldn't have called a false start right now, would they?
That's what it is.
Okay.
So again, they're going to be back up Middlesboro 5.
Yeah. Should be first and 15. Yeah. At about the 20.
Yep. Sure is.
Yeah. So Bobcats desperate for a stop here.
If you're a Bobcat fan, be a real good time for a turnover here. Barton. Snell behind him. Going to turn around, hand it off to him. Big hole all the way up the middle. Oh, my God. Untouched. Offense, no pressure from the defensive line at all. And Middlesboro scores on a 20-yard run by Snell at 7:05 here in the quarter to jump on top 22-7.
Yep.
So Jacob Tennell from 20. Middlesboro going to go for 2. And they're going to hand this one off to Parton, and he does not make it. So another relatively easy drive that time from Middlesboro. That will make it 22-7. Yellowjackets. We'll take a break, folks. Be right back here on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
Surgery. Words no one wants to hear. But when it becomes your reality, you deserve care built on trust. At Hazard ARH, open heart surgery is performed by Dr. James Shoptaw, a cardiothoracic and vascular surgeon with over 29 years of experience. With skilled hands, strong faith, and proven results, Dr. Shoptaw and his team are with you every step of the way. Trust your heart to ARH and Dr. Shoptaw, a proud member of the ARH Care Network. ARH, more for Appalachia.
Welcome back. Sun's about down over here, so we'll get getting a little bit better picture there for you. But, man, these Yellowjackets right now, Parton and the 2 Lawsons and Zanell are really impressive right now, Evan. I tell you what, hard for the Bobcats to stop.
Yeah, they're really looking like a team to watch in 1A this year.
Time to kick off, and we've got kick is going to be not taken. Okay. And it'll back. Noah Millar breaks through and is going to be brought down there at about the 30-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10 for Breathitt County.
Good little return from Millar. Of course, Millar's a newcomer from the Bobcats, transferred in from Dayton Christian Academy.
Okay, good. Well, nice to see you, young man. Good to have some good new folks coming into Breathitt County. Bobcats in need of some points here this drive for sure.
Yeah, they're desperate for a score here to keep themselves in
split backs. Hand off this time to Jake Fugit. And he's going to be brought down. Looks like a nice game.
Yeah, really interesting that we're not seeing Caleb Neeson at the running back position so far tonight.
Say thanks to our sponsors, Appalachian Regional Healthcare, Breathitt Funeral Home, Go Time Steak and Shake, Hazard Community Technical College, Jackson Electric Plumbing Supply, and Jackson Medical Clinic and Family Healthcare. We'll get through all those here shortly. We've got a lot of sponsors. Thanks to everybody in Breathitt County helps us bring you Breathitt football on a yearly basis. Thomas Sloan in the backfield. Snap back to Holland. We throw out here to Combs. That throw was behind, and Combs not able to make the catch. We'll make it 3rd down and 5 for Breathitt County here.
Yeah.
Crucial pickup.
Bobcats are also forcing themselves into obvious positions right now. If you're sitting here in this position as the Middlesboro defensive coordinator is saying, they're more than likely going to pass here to make up the 3rd and 5.
Back. Hand off to Thomas and breaks free. Going to be a Jackson. Oh, that ball's knocked away. They're going to call him down. The ball was out and squirted to loss, and we might be worth getting a replay on that one, Darren, to see what we can see. But was the ball out? Yeah. So it's going to be called down, though, and that's going to be a Citizens Bank and Trust Company of Jackson 1st down.
Yeah. Good run from Eli Thomas, but he got lit up near the end there.
Yeah, and I tell you what, Lawson was gone.
Yeah.
If he had it. If it was in his hands. So we'll take a look back at that here in just a minute. Flip back to Holland. Going to be a reverse around to Jake Fugit, and that's not going anywhere. Offensive lineman blown up in the backfield there in the play for the Yellowjackets.
Yeah, it looked like it almost was a really good play as Chris Sizemore was out there about to throw a block for Jake.
Lost it too.
Yeah. Wow.
2nd and 12. Snap back and hand this one off to Thomas. Going to be brought down. Pickup of a couple. Looks like it's going to be now 3rd and 10. 57 there on the tackle. Again, we do not have his name here on the roster. Able to shoot through there, so.
But it goes back to what I was talking about before when I was giving analysis and I was completely wrong. But the Bobcats are pushing themselves into obvious positions. This is obviously going to, well, not obviously, because they could run it with Thomas again, but this is obviously a passing situation, which allows the D lineman to pin their ears back.
Trips to the bottom of your screen, going to be a fake, and it's from behind. No. And we're going to have a hold back here, it looks like.
Wow.
And Miles is going to be taken, but what is the call here in the backfield in the vicinity of holding? Yep. Yep. That one's going to be on Skidmore. Yeah, that's who it was at there. So that's going to be hold and nullify what was going to be a first down for Breathitt County and push them back and make it a 3rd and 20.
Yeah, you hate to see that. Miles Holland puts on a show with his running ability and just has to come back because of the hold.
Going to be trips to the bottom of your screen here as the Bobcats.
Third forever.
3rd and 25. I think going to be a throw to Burton, and he's going to be taken down immediately. Nice hit that time by Lawson, and will be 4th down.
Yeah. More than likely, queuing up for a punt here.
Yep. This punt. Let's hopefully had a couple of high snaps so far. Bobcats not been very successful in the punt game so far with a safety and a short punt the last time. Wyatt Spencer back. Snap this time is low in the ground. And they ran by that one. That ball should have been blocked as well. And that's going to be off of Lawson. Middlesboro looks like they're able to jump back on it. And let's see who comes out of the pile with it. Yeah. Is Middlesboro football. That one hit Lawson right in the chest and bounced out, but he were able to get back on. So Caden Lawson. And it'll be Middlesboro back on the attack here from their own 44-yard line. Reminder, folks, next week the Bobcats will travel to Powell County, and Matt, we were able to stream down there. Is that correct? So we will have the Bobcats for you next week. Never know on some of these road trips if we can stream or not. Matt stays on top of that. So a little bit of a pistol action here. Here is going to be a handoff to Lawson. Lawson, escapes the tackle of Combs, and
he can't escape tackle of Sizemore on there near the end of the play there. Bobcats are very close, and I know I said this earlier, to making some big plays at the line of scrimmage and behind it with their defensive tackles. They just need to wrap up a little bit better.
All right, folks, as darkness settles in here, nice sunset over to our left with the cloud outlines. 2nd and 7 for Middlesboro. Back to that's going to be a low snap. Parton able to pick it up, and is Middlesboro going to be able to keep the ball?
It's still
Breathitt says they have it, and it is Breathitt football. Yep, it is. So turnover. There's the turnover that Breathitt needed.
Yep. Could be a big momentum swing here for the Bobcats. With 2 minutes left in the first half. Yeah, sure.
So it'll be Breathitt football here on the 41-yard line. Thanks again to Jackson Physical Therapy, Kemper Furniture, Kentucky Mountain Health Alliance, People's Bank of Jackson, Variety Pizza, Wolf County Tourism, and YPK Motorsports for being sponsors on the broadcast.
Okay.
Back. Hands this one off to Thomas. He's going to have keeps turning his legs and good gain there. So gain of about 5 by Thomas, and he did that all on his own. as he was met at the line of scrimmage and able to churn out that yardage on his own. So good job by Eli.
Just
Thomas.
able to find a way to squeeze into some holes that you wouldn't expect a running back to go through and get that much yardage.
Again, to Hutch Automotive and Tire Works, Jiffy Martin, Miller Furniture, sponsors here on our broadcast tonight. Holland in the gun, twins to the bottom. Throw out here to Adam Spencer. Nice throw and catch, and Spencer is going to be out of bounds for the first down. A Citizens Bank and Trust Company of Jackson first down for Breathitt County.
Yeah, Adam Spencer has developed well at wide receiver for the Bobcats. I know during the Bourbon County scrimmage, he had a very big play for a touchdown. So it's good to see him develop more into a offensive position. He played a lot of defense in the prior years.
Snap. Thomas, big hole around the edge, cuts it up, and will be another Citizens Bank and Trust Company first down for Eli Thomas. Breathitt County on the move now offensively.
Timeout Middlesboro.
1:58 on the clock. Breathitt County with a little bit of momentum here. The Bobcats jumping and feeling good about themselves right now on this drive. So we'll take a break, folks. Be right back here for the final 2 minutes of the first half on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Folks, back here, Middlesboro. Bobcats threatening here at the end of the first half, 22-7 Middlesboro.
Yeah, this is the shot in the arm the Bobcats needed to get a big turnover, and now they're forcing the ball down the field for a chance to put 6 more up on the board.
Snap to Holland, going to hand it off. No, he takes it on his own, fakes it to Thomas, gets outside, and there's going to be a touchdown, Breathitt County, by Miles Holland from 10 yards out. So the Bobcats cash in on the turnover.
Bobcats going to try to put a few more points up on the board, too, as they look like they're going for 2.
That would make it a 7-point game right now, currently a 9-point game. Holland gets the play.
Go out of the jumbo set. I like talking about that jumbo set.
Thomas in motion. Going to pitch it, and it's going to be the throw, and it's going to be caught by who made the catch? Jagger Burton.
Yep.
Adam Spencer.
Play we saw last year at West Carter.
At Belfry.
And West Carter.
Okay. So in the regional championship, we made that throw for a touchdown in Belfry. So 2-point Spencer to Burton makes it a 7-point game, 22-15, 1:50 to go here in the first half. Folks, we'll take one break. Be back here for the kickoff on Bluegrass. Folks, back here, closer game. Bobcats, huge score there.
Yep.
You know, if we were at a situation there where Middlesboro, with the bad snap turnover, has let Breathitt back in it right now. I mean, it was on the verge of this game. Middlesboro was basically dominating this football game at that point. So let's see if this switches the momentum here. Going to be a kickoff by Burton. He's going to put that one in the air. That Lawson goes back, makes the catch. Jukes, misses, and nice view here. Made a couple of Bobcats miss, and no scrum here on the line. It'll be Middlesboro ball with a chance on offense with 1:48 to go here in the half.
Yeah. Bobcats here for a chance. Bobcats have the chance here to force a 15-point swing if they can keep the Yellowjackets scoreless here as they get the ball at the start of the second half.
Mm-hmm. That's true. Good point, Evan.
Get that math right. Okay, good.
Parton in the gun. Flip back. Going to roll out to the left. Looking. Caleb Neese with the pressure. Oh, wide open was 15. He's going to make the catch, and he is off to the races, down almost to the 22-yard line. That is number 15. Well, let's see.
What number you say?
There we go. Number 15, Connor Long, senior, makes that catch. So Middlesboro threatening again right off the bat. Ball on the 23-yard line. Parton to hand this one off to Tennell, and he's going to be lassoed right there. Nice play that time by Trenton Noble as he's able to get penetration and make the tackle.
Yeah, Bobcats finally taking advantage of some of those plays where they're able to get behind the line of scrimmage and wrap up on the running back. Comes up for a loss for them here. They do? Huh.
Parton trying to get the play in from the sideline.
A 2nd and 15 for the Yellowjackets here.
Back to Parton, and we're going to get a whistle.
It's like a false start. Yellowjackets getting a little antsy here in the final waning seconds of the first half. Ooh, a 2nd and 20. 2nd and 21.
.43 clock is running. Middlesboro does not seem to be in much of a hurry here, to be quite honest with you, with the clock running. Clip back to Parton and be a screen to Lawson in the middle. He cuts. If he gets outside, Combs able to track him down and gets him out of bounds. But big game for Middlesboro down.
Allows Middlesboro to keep that last time out as well as Combs throwing him out on the out of bounds there as stop the clock. Work on it. Awesome.
Back to Parton. Parton going to drop back, throw over the middle, and that's off by Millar. He's going to try to run it out of there, and we'll be out of bounds with 17 seconds to go.
That is a player me and Rob talked a lot about in that first scrimmage here, Dad, is that Noah Millar is a very good player. And I was talking to some folks beforehand. They said he's a ball hawk.
Well, the thing about that I'm noticing about Parton is he does not throw the ball with any zip on it. He's lobbing the ball around, and that's another.
Looked like on that play he was chucking a medicine ball about 10 yards down the field.
Yeah, that ball was just floating in there, and it's been able to picked off by Millar. So another second turnover of the game. So turnovers are 2-1 right now, a big stat. So if Breathitt can maintain the turnover advantage, tough to win when you turn the ball over more than your opponent.
Yep, wouldn't expect anything too flashy from Breathitt here. Maybe a run or just a knee to end it out.
Holland's going to take a knee, and that will end the first half here with the score. Middlesboro 22, Breathitt 15. But Breathitt with some momentum as we go to half. Folks, we'll take a break here and be back with about 5 minutes to go in the half to give you some stats here on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Family. Variety Pizza, located at 1189 Main Street in Jackson, has been family owned and operated for over 45 years, serving the community with fresh, homemade, and handcrafted pizzas, sandwiches, salads, and more. Carry out or stay and enjoy the newly renovated dining areas with private party spaces available. Stop by and see Lee and Al or call 666-5454 for Variety Pizza.
Plumbing Supply in Jackson, Kentucky is proud to serve Breathitt, Lee, Wolf, Morgan, Owsley, Perry, and Madison counties. Established in 1982 with over 40 years of service to those communities, Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply can not only meet your electric and plumbing needs, but also heating and cooling, concrete and metal septic tanks, as well as your special orders. Call Scott and the gang today at 606-666-4052.
Alliance Incorporated, Little Flower Clinic, Quantum Healthcare, and East Kentucky Chiropractic, offering medical, dental, pediatrics, chiropractic, behavioral health, women's health, rheumatology, MAT program, x-ray, lab, and free transportation. East Kentucky Chiropractic, Dr. Dale Williams and Dr. Adam Fields, offering spinal adjustments, posture correction, sports injury recovery, and pain management. Kentucky Mountain Health Alliance Incorporated, your medical home in the mountains.
Or starting over, your next chapter begins here. Enroll now for spring 2026 courses at Hazard Community and Technical College. HCTC meets you where you are with flexible online and in-person classes, short-term programs, and hands-on training for in-demand careers. When you choose HCTC, you're choosing opportunity, support, and a community that believes in you. Call 606-487-3293 to enroll today.
See us at Jackson Medical Clinic Family Healthcare in Jackson for all your medical needs. Now also offering behavioral healthcare services. The clinic is open 7 days a week and will have new extended hours of operation beginning on January 1st, 2024. Hours of operation will be from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Thursday and 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Saturday and Sunday. With a hometown atmosphere, come let our family take care of yours.
People's Bank is proud to continue to invest in the Bluegrass State. Our team has years of experience right here in Eastern Kentucky. By partnering with People's Bank, we provide solutions, not just products. Our vision is to be the best community bank in America, and we would love a chance to earn your business. People's Bank, working together, building success.
Widely known as a rock climbing and hiking destination, but is now quickly becoming known for its great restaurants and entertainment venues. Venues like Skybridge Station, where you can see live music on the weekends or go to Tuesday night trivia. Kel's Patriot Pizza, Spanx Frank's, Dixie Freeze, Beef Finca, 145 Stakeout, which has live music most weekends, The Brick, Red Point Barbecue, and Bites and Bargains. Wolf County is naturally gorgeous, and Wolf County Tourism invites you to stop in and try one of these great restaurants on your next visit.
Appalachia's #1 motorsports dealer since 2007, YPK Motorsports is excited to help you experience the fun and adventure a quality off-road vehicle can bring to your life. Now with 5 locations, YPK invites you to see our great selection of ATVs, side-by-sides, dirt bikes, and more. Come visit us in Jackson, Hazard, Painesville, Ashland, or Pound, or you can always visit us online at ypkmotorsports.com.
Surgery. Words no one wants to hear, but when it becomes your reality, you deserve care built on trust. At Hazard ARH, open heart surgery is performed by Dr. James Shoptaw, a cardiothoracic and vascular surgeon with over 29 years of experience. With skilled hands, strong faith, and proven results, Dr. Shoptaw and his team are with you every step of the way. Trust your heart to ARH and Dr. Shoptaw, a proud member of the ARH Care Network. ARH, more for Appalachia.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Family and Variety Pizza, located at 1189 Main Street in Jackson, has been family owned and operated for over 45 years, serving the community with fresh, homemade, and handcrafted pizzas, sandwiches, salads, and more. Carry out or stay and enjoy the newly renovated dining areas with private party spaces available. Stop by and see Lee and Al or call 666-5454 for Variety Pizza.
Plumbing Supply in Jackson, Kentucky is proud to serve Breathitt, Lee, Wolf, Morgan, Owsley, Perry, and Madison counties. Established in 1982 with over 40 years of service to those communities, Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply can not only meet your electric and plumbing needs, but also heating and cooling, concrete and metal septic tanks, as well as your special orders. Call Scott and the gang today at 606-666-4052.
All right, folks, welcome back here. Halftime in Middlesboro as a opening game of the season. So far been, pretty well in the favor of Middlesboro, despite, if it not for those 2 turnovers for Breathitt County.
Here near the end of the second quarter, it's turned to a back-and-forth game as the Bobcats are able to put up 8 points and drive it to a 7-point lead for the Jackets.
Okay, so scoring in this game is opened up with a special teams mistake for Breathitt County as Wyatt Spencer was back to punt. A high snap. It's knocked out of the back of the end zone to make it 2-0 Middlesboro early. And then Kobe Lawson with a 1-yard run at 1:25 in the first quarter. And then Parton hit his brother Parton for the 2-point conversion to make it 10-0 early for the Yellowjackets. Bobcats got on the board with at 10:37 in the second quarter. It's Miles Holland with a 5-yard run, and the Wyatt Spencer kick made it 10-7 Middlesboro. At 9:02, the Middlesboro Yellowjackets struck right back with a 1-yard run for Caden Lawson. They tried the cornfield spread on the extra point and was no good to make it at that point. Middlesboro up 17-16. Well, I've not written the scores down. I apologize. And then it was Jacob Tennell at 7:05 in the second quarter with a 20-yard run. Again, the extra point was no good. And then at the Breathitt County, after the turnover on the bad snap by Parton at 1:50 here in the second quarter, was able to get a 10-yard run by Miles Holland, his second QB of the game, and a 2-point conversion from Spencer to Burton to give us our halftime score of 22-15. So, Evan, tell you what, right now, as we said before and we've talked about the broadcast, Middlesboro's had it their own way for most of the first half. What do the Bobcats need to do at this point to turn it around here in the second half?
Well, they need to eliminate some mental mistakes. We've had some silly penalties here and there, a few holds here and there. If we want a Bobcats win at the end of when the clock hits 00, Bobcats need to play a clean, efficient game, and they also need to force more turnovers. That's so far the reason they're winning is they're being able to force turnovers in good positions. So they need to win the turnover battle as well.
Well, they are winning the turnover battle. They've got 2-0 here with the fumble recovery and interception there by Millar.
What I mean to say is they need to continue to continue to win the turnover battle.
All right, so we'll see here in the second half out here on the field with Coach Moore and these Charges to try to make a change here in the second half. I want to thank our Reed sponsors that you're not seeing commercials from here today: Hutch Automotive and Tire Works, Jiffy Mart, and also Miller Furniture. Thanks, folks, for all of our sponsors. If you want to help us bring these games to the public here, we really like to hear from you. Give us a call here at Bluegrass Sports Station or send us a message. Love to add you to our sponsor list as we bring these games throughout Eastern Kentucky and throughout the world. Actually, have folks all around that are watching these. Bet you Carson's watching at UK right now. I know Gary Smith, who won my Bengals tickets, is up at the Bengals game right now. He sent me a message. He's watching the Bengals preseason, watching us on BSN, folks. So we've got about 4 minutes till we start the second half. We'll be right back after a few more messages, bringing the second half on BSN.
See us at Jackson Medical Clinic Family Healthcare in Jackson for all your medical needs. Now also offering behavioral healthcare services. The clinic is open 7 days a week and will have new extended hours of operation beginning on January 1st, 2024. Hours of operation will be from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Thursday, and 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Saturday and Sunday. With a hometown atmosphere, come let our family take care of yours.
People's Bank is proud to continue to invest in the Bluegrass State. Our team has years of experience right here in Eastern Kentucky. By partnering with People's Bank, we provide solutions, not just products. Our vision is to be the best community bank in America, and we would love a chance to earn your business. People's Bank, working together, building success.
Widely known as a rock climbing and hiking destination, but is now quickly becoming known for its great restaurants and entertainment venues. Venues like Skybridge Station, where you can see live music on the weekends or go to Tuesday night trivia. Kel's Patriot Pizza, Spanx Frank's, Dixie Freeze, E Finca, 145 Stakeout, which has live music most weekends, The Brick, Red Point Barbecue, and Bites and Bargains. Wolfe County is naturally gorgeous, and Wolfe County Tourism invites you to stop in and try one of these great restaurants on your next visit.
Appalachia's #1 motorsports dealer since 2007, YPK Motorsports is excited to help you experience the fun and adventure a quality off-road vehicle can bring to your life. Now with 5 locations, YPK invites you to see our great selection of ATVs, side-by-sides, dirt bikes, and more. Come visit us in Jackson, Hazard, Painesville, Ashland, or Pound, or you can always visit us online at ypkmotorsports.com.
Surgery. Words no one wants to hear, but when it becomes your reality, you deserve care built on trust. At Hazard ARH, open heart surgery is performed by Dr. James Shoptaw, a cardiothoracic and vascular surgeon with over 29 years of experience. With skilled hands, strong faith, and proven results, Dr. Shoptaw and his team are with you every step of the way. Trust your heart to ARH and Dr. Shoptaw, a proud member of the ARH Care Network. ARH, more for Appalachia.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
All right, folks, welcome back. I tell you what, Evan, we're on the split screen with the GOAT, Mike Holcomb, right now, coming on over. So I love Coach Holcomb. Of course, I played for him years ago,
And I got the privilege to play for him as well during my sophomore year.
What a representative of Breathitt County. Love Coach Holcomb, and man, just back for another year. Great coaching staff down there. So hopefully we made some adjustments here. They did put 3 more minutes on the clock there, Darren. So we've got about 3 more minutes till we get started back here, folks. But again, that scoring recap, I'll go back over that and make sure it's 2-0 safety for Middlesboro. Early on, didn't write the time down on that. Then Middlesboro with the 1-yard Kobe Lawson run at 1:25 in the first quarter, make it 10-0 with the Parton 2-point conversion. And then at 10:37, Holland, first score of the season for Breathitt County on a 5-yard run, 7-10. Middlesboro, Caden Lawson as the Yellowjackets came right back to make it 16-7. Then Tennell from 20 yards right up the gut untouched. 22-7 Middlesboro, and at the end of the half there, big momentum for Breathitt County with the 2 turnovers at the end of the half. We're able to capitalize and make it 22-15. So Breathitt will get the ball here to start the second half. So it's the big offensive series here as we start this second half for Breathitt County. Still got 1 minute and 20 seconds here on the clock, though. So the Middlesboro is ready to kick off, and Breathitt's ready to receive, but we're going to have to wait here just a few minutes longer.
As we were talking about during halftime, for the Bobcats to succeed in this game, they really need to limit their mistakes they make, and they need to keep doing a good job moving the ball. We saw that towards the end of the first half, where they were moving the ball great after those turnovers. They need to keep on doing it.
And get the ball to Eli Thomas right now. Eli,
get your ball to your studs, period.
Eli making yards on his own. So it will be Thomas. It will be Millar back deep for Breathitt County. Still waiting on the clock to count out here as darkness does finally settle in here on Bradner Stadium, Lee Margers Field here in Middlesboro. Yeah. And I'm holding up here. Still have 20 seconds to go. I want to thank again Hutch Automotive and Tire Works, your home in Jackson for CarQuest and Auto Parts, located on Highway 15. Come check them out, folks. We've got Jiffy Mart. Get in and out in the Jiffy. Gas, groceries, great meat department. Check out Sanford's Deli. Mike and the folks there at Jiffy Mart. Appreciate them. Also, Miller Furniture, now open in North Hills Plaza, former Advance Auto location there. Tim and Terry Miller selling you some furniture, folks. Go check them out. Premier sponsors, Family Pharmacy and Citizens Bank and Trust Company of Jackson. Kickoff is going to go to Millar. He's going to reverse field here, and another good pickup. Going to be brought down there by Lawson, Caden Lawson. That will bring the Breathitt offense on the field here.
Millar gets up a little gingerly.
Limping off. So the Bobcats right in the thick of this 7-point game. Chance here for the offense to even it up. So I'm going to give this one to Thomas. Thomas up the middle, breaks free, and big hole up to the 50-yard line. A Citizens Bank and Trust Company of Jackson first down for Eli Thomas on the first play of the second half.
Yeah, Eli finding some good running lanes to go through. Now, I think the offensive line is starting to warm up a bit here. Of course, newer guys in those positions, maybe a few drives or whatnot to get used to the game.
Holland drops back and squirts through the line down the right side, and going to be another big pickup for Breathitt County. Going to be another Citizens Bank and Trust Company of Jackson first down as Miles Holland works through and out.
Miles Holland really showcasing that he's a dual threat quarterback tonight, and could be worrisome for some defenses moving forward who are able to watch this game tonight.
Holland going to hand this one off to Thomas. Going to be pick up a short gain this time. Bring up second down and 7. Pick up a 3. Caleb Neese comes into the game for Jake Fugit.
Caleb Neese, a good young back for the Bobcats. To see him get some action here in the second half. Well, we got some action in the first half as well.
And then fake this one to Thomas and tug on the jersey, and Miles still dropping his feet and may have picked up the first down there. Let's see. Yep. It'll be another Citizens Bank and Trust Company of Jackson first down for Breathitt County. Miles Holland with some tough running there. Ball going to be on the 18-yard line. Now back to Holland, hand it off to Thomas right up the middle, and we're going to get a Thomas untouched there, but we're going to get a
false start
penalty. Yep, false start on Breathitt County.
That'll kill the momentum the Bobcats gained in this drive. Let's see if they're able to recover some of that momentum here, though.
First and 15. And hand this one off to Thomas again up the middle. It's going to be Blackburn there for the stop. Short gain.
Hard to get that rhythm back when you get a penalty like that occur. Bobcats are doing a good job moving the ball. Now they've hit a little rut in their offense.
Second and 14. Holland. And that ball, that's going to be a fumble. That ball was out, and that's going to be picked up by Lawson. I couldn't tell if it was knocked out of his hand or if he just lost it as he was attempting to throw, but that's going to be a turnover. As we talked about, Evan, the first turnover of the game for Breathitt County, and that will go over to Middlesboro as the Bobcats were knocking on the door to try to even this game up.
Yeah,
big. Yeah, change of events here.
Yeah, pressure from the defensive line of Middlesboro got to Holland on that play, and he just rushed through his throwing motion and let go of the ball in the middle of it. See if the Bobcat defense can come out halftime here and get a big stop for the Cats here.
Parton. Lawson beside and behind. They're going to hand this one off to Caden Lawson, and that's going to be a decent gain. A big gain of 8 yards here on first down.
Middlesboro has not had any trouble running the ball tonight.
Didn't give them a gain of 6, so it's going to be 2nd and 4 by the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's felt like nearly every time Lawson or what's the other one? Lawson or Tindall get the ball, they get a big gain.
Mm-hmm. Certainly have, and you just look. They're going to run the ball. They're setting up. They got Houston over there on the far side. Combs is out there on an island with him. Well, not going to be much safety help. I'm going to hand this one off to Lawson. He breaks through, and we're going to get a hold here. So be a break for Breathitt County. As it looks like we're going to get a hold on Middlesboro.
Well, could have the same effect it had on the Cats. Kill their momentum here, driving the ball down the field. But a big penalty like that can always take away from your rhythm.
They'll back it up. It's going to be 2nd and 14. Twins to the top. We're set up the screen. That's going to be Lawson could not make it. It's going to be taken in. That is Brandon Miles for the touchdown. Interception.
That's Ryder Miller.
Ryder Miller. I'm sorry.
Yeah. That's linebacker Ryder Miller.
Oh, and Lawson is crying it out there. That ball hit him right in the hands. He's unable to make the catch, and Ryder Miller with the touchdown at 8:33 for Breathitt County. You got a replay on that one. We'll bring it right back here to you, folks. Check it out as the screen was set up pretty well, but Lawson could not make the catch. What was the yard line, Darren? That ball is intercepted on about the 28-yard line, so it's going to be a 28-yard touchdown for Breathitt County and Ryder Miller. White Spencer on for the PAT.
Bobcats are going to go for the tie here. That goes back to the turnover battle we were speaking about before this drive began.
Snap. And we're going to have another penalty.
False start.
So Breathitt capitalizes on the turnover. That's 3 turnovers now for Middlesboro in the game. I'll back Spencer up. This will be a 25-yard extra point. Kick is up, and it is good. Well struck that time by White Spencer. And so at the 8:33 mark in the third quarter, we have a tie game, 22-22. Breathitt and Middlesboro. We'll take a break, folks. Be right back here on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Right back in Middlesboro, folks. A brand new ball game right back where we started. 22-22, 8:33 to go here in the third quarter. As Ryder Miller with the big interception on the tip ball cuts it back to pay dirt for Breathitt County to tie us up.
Yep, Bobcats complete the 15-point swing in a very impressive way. That was a
Oh, God. We're ready for Burton for the kickoff here. See Coach Dudley Hilton down here on the sideline. Come down to watch the Bobcats. We need to get Dudley up here. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
A lot of those out here tonight. A lot of living legends out here tonight for folks at home who can't hear Matthew on our camera. What?
Is it going to be Spencer kickoff this time for Breathitt County?
Looks like it.
They hit this one right at Lawson. Lawson going to make the catch on a line drive. He hits it with such a speed. If he'd have cut this back out here, he had a lane, cut that one back inside and gets that one back up to about the 47-yard line.
Very dangerous choice doing that kickoff towards Lawson.
Yeah. on a line like that to the 48. So it'd be Middlesboro will take over at the 48-yard line, but it's the turnovers now that are really starting to hurt Middlesboro.
Yep.
The third turnover, the first one led to a Breathitt score. Second one took away a score from Middlesboro, and the third one definitely led to a score as it was a pick six by Ryder Miller.
I believe that's 3 turnovers in their last 3 drives.
They hand this one off to Colby Lawson, and he's moving well, and that's going to be a Citizens Bank and Trust Company of Jackson first down for Colby Lawson. Middlesboro moving left to right on your screen. In the huddle. Millar limping pretty significantly down here in front of us.
Yeah.
Oh, another. Is that going to be another turnover?
Maybe. It was on the motion. Guy kicked the ball as it was snapped.
Yeah, the ball was snapped into the motion man for Middlesboro. So another miscue.
Yep.
That's the second fumbled snap or snap exchange for Middlesboro.
Mm-hmm.
So there is a momentum breaker as well after that big pickup on first down. We'll make it second down.
Middlesboro is really shooting themselves in the foot here on some of these plays.
Well said, Evan. That was exactly what I was ready to say. They are stopping themselves.
Yeah. Goes back to what we were talking about in halftime, how we said that Breathitt needs to keep from doing silly mistakes. Middlesboro is having a lot of those silly mistakes.
Snap back to Parton. Another low snap. That ball is going to be thrown up down the sideline and just lofted again. I'll tell you what now, the thing, Parton puts 0 zip on those balls.
Mm-hmm.
He's just lobbing the ball around out there. Breathitt really needs to start breaking on those balls to make a play.
Yeah, and there was almost immediate pressure there as both edges went on that play.
It's going to make it 3rd and 13. Trips right for Middlesboro. Snap back. Parton's going to roll out this way. Puts that one. Wow, not even close. That ball way over the intended receiver. So it's going to make it 4th down and picked up none on 3rd down, which going to make this 4th down play much harder if they elect to go for it, if they want to punt and try to pin Breathitt back.
It's like
they're definitely going to go for it.
Breathitt defense needs to play smart here, not let anything get behind them, play the sticks, and make sure they don't do anything silly.
Again, trip to the bottom of the screen. And they're just looking. They were trying to draw Breathitt offside. Did not work. And now they got it. You got to be kidding. Breathitt jumps offside on the hard count, gives Middlesboro 5 yards. It's going to make it 4th and 8.
4th and a little bit more manageable than 4th and what was that? 12,
4th and 13. Parton again, and we're going to get a penalty flag. Are they going to give the 5 right back? Oh, it's going to be a sideline warning on Middlesboro. So no movement, no penalty there, just the first warning. Second one will result in a penalty.
Snap.
And there is wide open is the screen. Lawson down the sideline. Will he make it into the end zone? No, he's out at the 1 yard line. Wow, well set up screen. You could see it coming in big play that time by Caden Lawson as he takes it down to the 1 yard line. Great play call by Middlesboro in that situation. Breathitt came with the pressure, and they
took advantage of an aggressive Breathitt defense, and Breathitt paid greatly for it. Yep. Good. Yep.
Ball down to the 1 yard line. Again, this is the third time this game that Middlesboro has had the ball on the 1 yard line.
Yeah, Breathitt's going to have to bow up big time here if they're going to be able to edge out a stop.
Parton has Caden Lawson with him in the backfield. And the low snap, Caden Lawson is going to walk in with the 1 yard touchdown. That was too easy. So Caden Lawson.
And it's like Middlesboro opt to go for 2.
Yeah, now this is the extra points are going to turn out to be huge. I mean, Wyatt Spencer kicking the ball well for Breathitt County, able to knock them through. Middlesboro having trouble with the conversions here. Let's see how this one goes. They're going to move the ball over on the left hash. Almost run the same play.
Yeah. I almost expect to run with Lawson here.
From the shotgun. Snap. Gonna try to throw it. Adam Spencer, they throw it, and it's going to be knocked down. And it's going to be well done by Adam Spencer with the importance limping. I mean, and so Adam Spencer, even though he's been limping, makes the play, has the pressure. The extra point is no good. Conversion makes it 28-22, Breathitt County at the 6:51 mark here in the third quarter. Buckle up, folks. It's going to be a good one down the stretch here. Be right back here on Bluegrass Sports Nation. All right, folks, welcome back. Thanks for joining us here on the screen. Man, we're live on both Facebook and YouTube. Really like that YouTube product, folks. If you're at home, smart TV, YouTube's a lot better option for you than the Facebook. But if you're on the move, Facebook's usually better on your phone as well. So just to kick off, this one's going to go back to Jake Fugit, back deep this time. Jake going to try to cut back into the middle of the field and is able to head-on collision there as he gets it back up to the 30-yard line. And Breathitt County will come back out down by 6 here. 6:44 to go in the third quarter. Want to thank our man Danny Vaughn down here on the field. Of course, I'm not shooting this one. Danny's going to do a photo gallery for us for Bluegrass Sports Nation. So, this is my first time since probably can't tell you a Breathitt game I've missed since probably 2015. So this is the first one I've not shot quite some time. Handoff to Thomas. Man, running hard. Very physical run. That time by Eli Thomas up for a gain of about 8.
Looks like the Breathitt run game has just come alive here in this second half. They're getting big blocks, and Eli's getting big runs off those blocks. But yep.
Yep, going to hand this one off to Eli again, and just going to pick up a few. It looks like he may be short of the first down. Nope, going to be a first down. Citizens Bank and Trust Company of Jackson, first down for Breathitt County on the Eli Thomas run. Clock ticks down to 6 minutes, halfway through this third quarter. Be a throw out here this time to Adam Spencer. Spencer unable to get away from the tackle, and that's going to be basically a gain of 1 or so. Uh-oh. We've got a Middlesboro kid down here, so we're going to have an injury timeout. And not moving, so we're going to
commercial.
Yeah, we're going to break over to commercial. Be right back here, folks, on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
Variety Pizza, located at 1189 Main Street in Jackson, has been family owned and operated for over 45 years, serving the community with fresh, homemade, and handcrafted pizzas, sandwiches, salads, and more. Carry out or stay and enjoy the newly renovated dining areas with private party spaces available. Stop by and see Lee and Al or call 666-5454 for Variety Pizza.
Surgery. Words no one wants to hear, but when it becomes your reality, you deserve care built on trust. At Hazard ARH, open heart surgery is performed by Dr. James Shoptaw, a cardiothoracic and vascular surgeon with over 29 years of experience. With skilled hands, strong faith, and proven results, Dr. Shoptaw and his team are with you every step of the way. Trust your heart to ARH and Dr. Shoptaw, a proud member of the ARH Care Network. ARH, more for Appalachia.
Appalachia's #1 motorsports dealer since 2007, YPK Motorsports is excited to help you experience the fun and adventure a quality off-road vehicle can bring to your life. Now with 5 locations, YPK invites you to see our great selection of ATVs, side-by-sides, dirt bikes, and more. Come visit us in Jackson, Hazard, Painesville, Ashland, or Pound, or you can always visit us online at ypkmotorsports.com.
All right, folks, welcome back. It's for Middlesboro there, number 17, Cameron Mosley. Hopefully just a cramp for him as he walked on off the field over there. But it's a hot night here early in the season. Lots of cramps usually. We haven't seen very many yet. That could have been our first one. So now it'll be Breathitt County, 2nd down and 8. Going to hand this one off to Thomas, and he's met immediately in the backfield and stopped.
Brings up a big 3rd down here for the Bobcats. Be able to keep some of that leftover momentum they have from that pick 6 if they're able to get past the sticks here.
He 3rd and 7. All right. Miles back, has some pressure. Out. It's going to throw this one deep, and no! Wide open down there. Could not make the connection. Big miss.
Almost a home run ball there.
Yeah. And Combs had gotten behind the secondary out there and was by himself, but unable to make the connection. So at the 5-minute mark, it's going to be 4th down and 7. My experience is Coach Moore will go for this at this point on this part of the field. So big play here. If you can turn it over on downs here back to Middlesboro in Breathitt territory, it'd be a problem.
Middlesboro's defense has been fairly aggressive. I could say the Bobcats may be going for another screen like they did earlier.
Holland, that's not close. Incomplete pass. We'll turn it over to Middlesboro.
Major miscommunication.
Yeah, that was not on the same page there. And so it'll be Middlesboro at football on the 45-yard line of Breathitt. Type of play right here. This is when you go deep.
Yeah.
Right off the bat.
Yep. Like you were saying earlier.
Change on downs in your own territory, in the opponent's territory. Got Houston on this side. Way on an island over there on the other side. So it's going to be Tennell, and he is right up the middle. Big hole that time for a gain of about 8 yards. And well, gain of 8 will be 2nd and 2 for Middlesboro.
It's like Middlesboro is going to opt to run the ball like they were earlier, especially if they're getting this much success off each handoff.
23 goes in motion. Going to hand this one off to Snell again. Oh, untouched all the way into the secondary. Almost gets away from Ryder Miller that time. And is able to.
Completely untouched till he got to the second level. Wow.
Big Citizens Bank and Trust Company of Jackson first down.
Yep. You almost start to think that Middlesboro might not.
I'm going to start calling that a CBT of Jackson first down. That's a lot to say.
Yeah. You'd almost think that Middlesboro might not want these bigger gains to kill a little bit more clock, keep the Bobcats out of this.
I just keep running it with number 7. He is eating it up right now. He's out of the game.
Sure is.
Got Houston to the right, Parton to the left. Lawson in the backfield, snap back to Parton, a little bit of pressure, and he's going to throw that one away. That very well could be grounding.
Almost killed a cheerleader.
And got a cramp over here on Jake Fugit.
I hope it's a cramp. He was grabbing that leg.
Yeah, trying to stretch out a cramp. It's about time of the game when the kids start cramping, and we're getting ready. We're starting to see it across the board for both teams.
Start seeing who needs to do a few more sprints at the end of practice. Maybe have a little bit more Gatorade on the bus down.
Get hydrated for sure.
Yeah. Man, Parton got lit up on that play.
Do we have a flag?
Yeah, we do.
Should have been grounding because he just threw the ball straight out of bounds over there, and I think they've called it. No, they moved the ball back. So,
so that's a grounding. That's also lost it down.
I didn't see what the call was. Now they're moving the ball up. What is it? Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Did they want to walk it off? I mean, you don't walk off an intentional grounding.
I think the ref's pedometer was a little short there. Going to be. Okay, so second down and 15 now. Second down and 15. I think they did call that as intentional grounding, which it should have been called.
Yeah.
Back to Parton. He's going to roll out here to the right. Throw that one and going to be caught that time. Nice throw that time by Parton. I'd said a few times that he was not putting it on the line. He did that time on the run. Nice throw to Houston.
Looks like it's not enough for a first down, though.
Be third down.
Short. No, they haven't short. It's like a 3rd and 4 from here at least.
See what they put on the board. Tough to see from our vantage point here at that angle of exactly what the yardage is. So
about 3rd and 4.
The ball is on the 18-yard line.
Yep, 3rd and 4. God, I'm good. Yeah.
Parton going to hand this one off to Lawson. Big gain.
Wow.
He gets outside, and he's going to squirt into the end zone for a touchdown for Middlesboro. And so that is Colby Lawson. And the Lawsons are racking up the touchdowns here today as makes it 34-22 Middlesboro.
Mm-hmm.
Deacon Parton's out of the game. Snap is going to be to.
That's short.
Parton, and they're going to call it good. Yep. As that was Cordell Parton who runs it in.
Was Bobcats down 14?
Mm-hmm.
With 3:03 remaining in the third.
22-36. Middlesboro jumps on, lengthens their lead. So 3:03, folks. We'll take a break. Be right back here in the third quarter here in Middlesboro.
Widely known as a rock climbing and hiking destination, but is now quickly becoming known for its great restaurants and entertainment venues. Venues like Skybridge Station, where you can see live music on the weekends or go to Tuesday night trivia. Kel's Patriot Pizza, Spanx Frank's, Dixie Freeze, Beef Finca, 145 Stakeout, which has live music most weekends, The Brick, Red Point Barbecue, and Bites and Bargains. Wolfe County is naturally gorgeous, and Wolf County Tourism invites you to stop in and try one of these great restaurants on your next visit.
Welcome back. 3:03 to go here in the third quarter. Colby Lawson with his second touchdown of the game. Both Lawsons, Caden and Colby, each have 2 touchdowns so far in this one. Kickoff is going to be in the right corner. Jake Fugit is there, does not make the catch, takes it on one bounce, and wow, big lick that time by number 11 from Middlesboro. That was Ariz Ahmad who came up and made the lick.
Yeah, Jake Fugit's not afraid to lower his shoulder when he gets that ball.
So this will be now crucial time for Breathitt County here with 3 minutes to go in this third quarter, down 14. They need to put a good offensive drive together and move the ball and put some points on the board.
Yep. And along with that, put a good defensive drive together here if they can come away with a score.
Comes to the bottom of the screen. Thomas in the backfield. Going to hand it to Thomas. Sprint draw, and he's out. Going to be taken down after a gain of about 5.
Not a bad run for the Bobcats to establish a drive on. 5-yard pickup. Uh-oh.
Holland rolls out. Throw this time to Spencer, who makes the catch. Going to be a Citizens Bank and Trust Company of Jackson first down at the 46-yard line.
Yeah, I believe Adam Spencer is going to fill that role that Austin Barker filled last year, where he's that reliable receiver who can get you those first downs.
First and 10. And get a timeout, Middlesboro. So they're going to use one of their timeouts here early in the half. So, folks, with 2:11 to go in the third quarter, we'll take a break. Be right back here for more football action on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
People's Bank is proud to continue to invest in the Bluegrass State. Our team has years of experience right here in Eastern Kentucky. By partnering with People's Bank, we provide solutions, not just products. Our vision is to be the best community bank in America, and we would love a chance to earn your business. People's Bank, working together, building success.
Folks, timeout over. Breathitt back on the field. Spencer and Burton to the bottom. Combs on top. Holland rolls out to the left. Now throw on the run. That ball is tipped and almost picked off by Middlesboro.
Wow, almost
number 15, Connor Long, was almost there to get that one.
Yeah, was that number 56 who tipped it?
I think so.
It's a good heads-up play by him and a good job getting up there and tipping the ball using his vertical jump.
Second down and 10. And this one off to Thomas up the middle. Big pickup there. Good pickup, about 5 yards. It's like a pickup of 4. Going to be 3rd and 6.
Golly.
Holmes the moment all the way outside the numbers here, almost on the sideline. They're going to throw this one on a quick out to Spencer. Going to make the pickup. Looks like he's going to be right at the first down marker. That's going to be a CBT of Jackson first down for Breathitt County.
That was a favorite play last year with John Carter Holland. It looks to be a favorite play this year with Adam Spencer. A little quick out screen. Adam Spencer looks like he's playing with some grit tonight. Looks like a little hurt throughout the game.
Bobcats threatening. in Middlesboro territory. Going to hand this one off to Thomas, and he's going to be brought down for no gain on this play. Middlesboro swarmed to the ball.
Thomas in the fairly limited.
And we've got a Middlesboro player down with a cramp. Looks like. As we said, cramps are starting to become prevalent here on both sides. So it looks like teams are going to go to their sidelines. So we'll take a break, folks. Be right back here after the injury on BS.
See us at Jackson Medical Clinic Family Healthcare in Jackson for all your medical needs. Now also offering behavioral healthcare services. The clinic is open 7 days a week and will have new extended hours of operation beginning on January 1st, 2024. Hours of operation will be from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Thursday, and 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Saturday and Sunday. With a hometown atmosphere, come let our family take care of yours.
We're back. Bunch formation, trips here to the left for the Bobcats. Thomas in the backfield. Coming back to Holland. And that ball is off the hands of Combs on the far side.
Took a dangerous bounce off Combs' hand, at least from our angle. Could have easily got knocked in the hands of the safety.
We'll make it 3rd and 10. Bobcats making some substitutions. Plenty of time here on the clock. Play clock. Now just ticking down to 10. And Coach Moore going to call a timeout as they were inching closer. So we'll take a break with them, folks. 49 seconds to go here in the third quarter. 36-22, Yellowjackets.
Or starting over, your next chapter begins here. Enroll now for spring 2026 courses at Hazard Community and Technical College. HCTC meets you where you are with flexible online and in-person classes, short-term programs, and hands-on training for in-demand careers. When you choose HCTC, you're choosing opportunity, support, and a community that believes in you. Call 606-487-3293 to enroll today.
Back here in the crater, folks, here in Middlesboro, as crucial time here for the Bobcats, Evan.
Yep.
As we will, 49 seconds to go here in this third quarter, 14-point lead.
I would say this is a make or break down here for the Bobcats, this third and long.
Well, we know they're going to go 4 on 4th if they don't make it. So if they can pick up some.
You'd rather have 2 plays with the next one being a little bit closer than not.
Holland going to take off on his own, and that's going to be a good pickup of probably about 7 yards there on third down. Oh, was it?
Yeah,
okay, sorry.
Thomas. Holland was out wide.
Good catch. I missed that. So Eli with the tough run.
Mm-hmm. Bobcats showing off a little variety in their play calling and formations.
4th down and 2. As we get ready for the fourth quarter, a crucial play right here for Breathitt to pick this up and go to the jumbo formation. I'm going to give it in the Wildcat again to Thomas. Thomas is going to be able to break around the edge and pick up the Citizens Bank and Trust Company of Jackson first down. But we've got another Yellow Jacket cramping up out there. Number 15, he's able to get up, though, and that will, well, we're going to have a timeout here with 3 seconds on the clock for the first down. Once it starts, that will end the fourth quarter with the score, Middlesboro 36, Breathitt 22. We'll go to the fourth quarter, folks, here in Middlesboro in a good one. See what happens here when we get back on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
Alliance Incorporated, Little Flower Clinic, Quantum Healthcare, and East Kentucky Chiropractic, offering medical, dental, pediatrics, chiropractic, behavioral health, women's health, rheumatology, MAT program, X-ray, lab, and free transportation. East Kentucky Chiropractic, Dr. Dale Williams and Dr. Adam Fields, offering spinal adjustments, posture correction, sports injury recovery, and pain management. Kentucky Mountain Health Alliance Incorporated, your medical home in the mountains.
Plumbing Supply in Jackson, Kentucky is proud to serve Breathitt, Lee, Wolf, Morgan, Owsley, Perry, and Madison counties. Established in 1982 with over 40 years of service to those communities, Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply can not only meet your electric and plumbing needs, but also heating and cooling, concrete and metal septic tanks, as well as your special orders. Call Scott and the gang today at 606-666-4052.
We are back, fourth quarter time here in Middlesboro. Breathitt in possession of the football. Ball on the 26-yard line, I believe. 28-yard line, I'm sorry. That's 26. Tough to see looking from the side here. First and 10. Thomas in motion. And, Holland gets absolutely lit up. Throws the touchdown to Adam Spencer. It'll be a 26-yard touchdown at 11:53 on the first play of the fourth quarter.
That was really pretty, too. He dropped it in there. Yeah. Yeah, we're going to go to a replay of that because that pass was just awesome, the way he was able to drop it.
Especially under pressure. He stood in there and let that one go.
And Miles is a good quarterback like that, where he's able to work well against the pressure and throw off a good pass like that.
Wyatt Spencer on for the extra point. Snap back, and the kick is good. So at the 11:53 mark, makes it 36-29. Middlesboro, a 7-point game here as we get the fourth quarter started, folks. We'll take a break. Be right back here for the kickoff.
Variety Pizza, located at 1189 Main Street in Jackson, has been family owned and operated for over 45 years, serving the community with fresh, homemade, and handcrafted pizzas, sandwiches, salads, and more. Carry out or stay and enjoy the newly renovated dining areas with private party spaces available. Stop by and see Lee and Al or call 666-5454 for Variety Pizza.
Folks, here start of the fourth quarter. Breathitt able to claw their way back into this 14-point deficit. Miles Holland hits Adam Spencer from 26 yards out on a beautifully thrown ball. Dropped it in the bucket over the middle for the touchdown. Wyatt Spencer, extra point, makes it 29-36 Middlesboro.
And Bobcats have not failed to make this game interesting tonight.
It's always a big, high-scoring game down here, isn't it? I'll tell you what, just a ping-pong match back and forth. Two good offenses here. Let's see who makes the next break. Kickoff by Burton. That's going to go over to Lawson. Lawson picks it up, heads over down the sideline. It's going to be tripped up, and we'll get it up to about the 43-yard line of Middlesboro. And the Yellowjackets will come back out for another offensive drive.
I think it brings out Trenton Noble, Chris Sizemore, and I think that's one of the Bailey boys out there playing nose right now.
Ryder Miller, Caleb Neese, Jagger Burton, Cameron Johnson, Jake Fugit,
Adam Spencer, and Jason Combs. And number 3, we don't have the jersey number.
Is that Sizemore? Ethan Sizemore?
I think it is.
Yeah. Right. Okay, he is not on the roster. That big opening this time for Tennell as he runs it up the middle, picks up about 6. Big hit that time by Caleb Neese.
Yeah, wait for Caleb Neese to meet him there in the hole and stop any forward momentum that was it Tennell? That Tennell had.
Pick up a 5. Going to make it 2nd and 5. Clock is moving. Parton takes the handoff, going to throw this one deep, and it's going to be caught by Houston. Yes, going to be caught by Houston. He goes over Combs and takes it away and makes the catch. Wow, that was a highlight play. That is the second time today that Houston has made
but it looks like
a big
Houston
catch.
got hurt on that play. He's still down.
Another huge catch over top of the defender, this time by Houston. Parton just throws it up. Thought Jason Combs was going to be able to make that play, but Houston goes over top and makes the play. So we've got a cramp on Houston right now, who's being cramped up. So, wow, just a second up, it's great to have a receiver you can just throw it up to let him go make plays. And so far,
And
Houston has done that. Amari Houston
made great use of his size advantage over Combs, just coming over the top of him and getting that ball.
So with the cramp, go ahead and just replay there, Darren. You can see here, Parton throws it up. Good camera work, and Houston just goes and gets it and pulls it down over top of Combs. Nice play by Houston. Sets the Yellowjackets up in the red zone again with the ball on the 15-yard line.
Puts them in great position to take over this game again.
Actually on the 14, going to hand this one off to Tennell. And, wow, he jumps the line there and is going to be gang tackled.
Result only in a minimal gain on that play.
Maybe a pickup of 1.
Yeah. Yep. Looks like they're giving him 1. 2nd and 9 for the Jackets in the
Clock
red zone.
is ticking down right now. Middlesboro going to be in no hurry whatsoever.
Good clock management by the Jackets here.
Wait, but they have on the scoreboard that both teams have that. Yellowjackets have 3 timeouts. I believe that's incorrect. Lawson up the middle this time. Puts it down towards the end zone. Good pickup. Going to bring up 3rd down. It's the ball down to about the 7-yard line. Clock ticks under 10 minutes. Third down and 2. Bobcats in desperate need of a stop here. Parton in the gun. Low snap. And the low snap blew up the entire play. Well done that time by number 44 for Breathitt County.
I think that's
as that is Sawyer Baker who made the play.
I think that's Caleb Bailey.
Okay, well, that's who's on the roster.
Yeah, but
we've not been provided a roster by Breathitt. We're just using the one offline.
Okay. So myself as a center, I know how a snap can ruin the timing of a play, and that's what happened there. Is it just ruined the exchange of the handoff there, and Breathitt took advantage of that and got a big loss of yards here.
Yep, 4th and 5. Not for sure. They're letting the clock run down. Are they going to take a timeout? Yep. As the play got down to about 0. So just under 9 minutes to go here in the game. That play that time blew up the run on the low snap. So that
could
might
bring up a decision here for the Jackets if they have a good kicker. Still making.
Well, they haven't been kicking extra points, so I don't think they do. So they'll take a break here, folks. Be right back. A crucial play on the horizon.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Back, folks. 8:54 to go in the fourth quarter. 36-29 Middlesboro. Probably to this point the biggest play of the game. Looking at us, Evan.
Yeah, definitely. Ain't no doubt about it. This is the most important play.
Snap back to Parton. He's going to drop back. Throw over the middle is going to be short and going to be broken up. And Breathitt gets the stop. Here down in the red zone, it'll be Breathitt County football with 8:48 to go here in the fourth quarter. Down 7. Bobcats have a chance.
Yep.
Looks like we've got a whistle here. Let's see what's going on.
Uh-oh.
As the officials were meeting.
It's like the officials are going towards the Breathitt sideline.
Yep. All right, Breathitt football. Bobcats have life here. Big defensive stop. That third down again. Evan, the mistakes by Middlesboro have given Breathitt a chance.
Breathitt currently winning that turnover margin big time right now. I think it's 4-1. Round that number, 4-1, 5-1.
Holland keeps it himself around the edge. Be tracked down and big hit there at the end as
Holland that's
took a shot and he is
a little questionable there.
Getting
like
up.
He gave himself up.
Mm-hmm.
I think Breathitt might have close to the same mentality here. Kill enough time off the clock while also moving the ball well to get to scoring range.
Holland, okay. Going to give this one to Thomas. Thomas, the far side is.
Looks like it's enough for the first down, I believe.
Down, and it is. It's going to be a Citizens Bank and Trust Company of Jackson first down. Again, our premier sponsors this year, Citizens Bank and Trust Company of Jackson, and also Family Pharmacy and Hometown Pharmacy in Jackson. Appreciate both of them. Always supporting Bobcat football. And hand this one off to Thomas, and he's going to have a short gain.
Yeah, probably a gain of about 2 or 3 on the play there, if that. It's really hard to tell with some of these angles.
Yeah, we're pretty low here.
Yep.
So again, folks, if you haven't heard, Mark Mitchell comes to UK. He's been granted an injunction by a Kentucky court to play a 5th year of college basketball, and Mark Pope has picked him up as his 15th player. So big news there. Bigger news right here in Middlesboro. Bobcats and Yellowjackets going to be a nice throw. Nice throw that time. Great throw by Holland. Over to Jagger Burton. Wow, that'll be one to show a highlight there with a nice replay. That was Jagger Burton with the catch, bounced off, and a big run after catch that time.
Wow. Nice piss and catch from Holland to
Bobcats are in business here right now. So, going to hand this one off to Caleb Neese. Caleb, nice run up the middle and big pickup for.
We've said so many good things about Caleb Neese in our coverage in the past year, and he is a running back like Eli Thomas, where he's able to find a hole and get good yards out of it once he hits it.
Another Citizens Bank and Trust Company of Jackson, first down for Breathitt County. We move the ball down to the inside the 40-yard line, about at the 37. Snap back to Holland. Going to give it to Neese again. Neese with a nice cut there and picks up the first down. That will be another Citizens Bank and Trust Company of Jackson first down for Breathitt County.
Well, the momentum has definitely switched in this game big time as the Bobcats are forcing the ball down the field the same way we've seen Middlesboro do it all night.
Holland pulls it down, cuts, gets outside and eludes the tackle along the sideline, and there.
They got a flag, though. I think they may have got Combs with a hold.
Let's see what the call is. Going to be a hold or illegal block there.
Yeah, I think it's blocking the back.
Blocking the back by Jason Combs.
Yeah.
5:55. Clock is running. 1st and 10 for Breathitt County. 1st and 15, actually. Going to hand this one off to Eli. He's going to be tackled pretty quickly there.
Just swallowed up in the backfield.
He picked up about 3 on the run. Yeah.
Makes it about 2nd and 12. 13. One off.
Holland in the gun. Back. Going to throw this one, looking for Spencer. Nice catch by him. Eludes the defender, and he's going to get so Adam Spencer with the touchdown. Wow, what a move by little Adam. And the Bobcats are a point away from tying this one up.
Adam Spencer is molding himself into what Adam Spencer has molded himself to an awesome receiver for the Bobcats. We've talked about, me and Rob have talked about it many times, and I've talked about it with some of you here tonight. He is just one of those guys that's super reliable and makes great plays after he catches the ball.
Have that as a 26-yard touchdown. That's the second consecutive 26-yard touchdown from Holland to Adam Spencer in this fourth quarter. Now, Wyatt Spencer to try and tie it up. Adam Spencer with the hold. Snap is back. Kick is up, and it is no good. Pulled it left, but there is a flag.
Yep.
And Breathitt's going to go for 2.
Aggressive decision from Coach Moore, but we've seen it in the past. If he gets a penalty on a kick, he's going to try to go for that 2-pointer.
Half the distance, so they'll be at the 1.5-yard line. Tough to stop Eli Thomas from a yard and a half out.
Especially
for sure.
The running game from that previous drive, it's going to be really hard to stop him here. Let's see if the Bobcats can get it done.
Going to be a direct snap to Thomas. He's going to try to get outside. Cannot make it. And Middlesboro comes up with a huge stop on the Wildcat. And it'll be a 1-point game. 36-35. Middlesboro with 5:04 on the clock. Boy, it's always a good one down here, Evan. And we've got another one. 1-point game as we head down the stretch. We'll be right back, folks, as we go down the stretch. Thanks for joining us here on Bluegrass Sports Nation. We sure appreciate you, and what a good one we have to lead off the season. The 52nd year of Bobcat football, right back here in Middlesboro as we were last year. 1-point game at 36-35.
4. A 1-point lead for Middlesboro on that 2-point conversion attempt. A lot of football left here, though, Evan. They're going to have a lot of action here down the stretch. Jagger Burton ready to kick off for the Bobcats. He's going to hit that one. It's not going to go 10 yards. Kick the tee. Whether that was an onside planned or not, that ball is going to be Middlesboro ball in Breathitt territory here.
Yeah. See if the Bobcat defense can bow up again and get a big stop that they did last drive, last defensive drive.
And paid off that defensive stop down. The Middlesboro was knocking on the door to try to close this thing out, and Breathitt with the stop and the long offensive drive and touchdown. Holland to Adam Spencer is the combination right now. Back-to-back 26-yard touchdowns to make this a 1-point game. Deacon Parton in the gun. Snap, going to hand this one off to Lawson. He's going to be brought down. Nice. Face mask.
Oh, no,
yeah, it's going to be a face mask on Trenton Noble. And it was.
Yep. I didn't realize that as soon as the no.
That's probably going to be the 15-yard variety as well.
Yep.
And that'll be a Citizens Bank and Trust Company of Jackson first down.
Yeah. Bobcats face a lot of adversity here right now after that 15-yard gain from the Jackets. But the Bobcat defense has gotten a lot of their stops here in the red zone or near the red zone.
Clock is rolling. Parton, they got 12 seconds till snap. Until he's going to leave those linemen in position. Going to hold this one off to Lawson up the middle. Good gain. Good gain of 5 or 6 for Colby Lawson. Going to run another 35 off the clock here right now. Clock will be under 4 minutes by the time the next snap is given. It's second down and 3.
Bobcats need to get something happening quick on defense if they want to give their offense enough time or a good amount of time to slow down and possibly win this game.
Under 4 minutes. And you got Tennell and both Lawsons and a broken bone almost. And we're going to have a
false start
on Middlesboro. So that, again, Middlesboro shoots herself in the foot, as you said earlier, Evan. Mm-hmm. Another mistake from them that could help the Bobcats. It's going to make it 2nd and 8.
Definitely. That's the issue, is getting into some of these formations where you have to have these players in these 3-point stances for a long time as they get tired of sitting there and they might jump a little early.
Play clock at 16. Clock is running again. Back in that same formation. Snap. Going to give this one to Tennell. He breaks a tackle or so.
Probably about a 2-3 yard gain.
We'll make it 3rd down. Looks like
3rd and 4.
Be 3rd and 5 or 4 or 5. It'll be 4 on the
board.
Clock ticks down 2-3 minutes. Still have 25 seconds on the play clock if Middlesboro wants to run that off. And get these guys in a stance with 20 seconds to go. That's crazy. Not good clock management here for Middlesboro right now.
He jumped.
Yeah.
Guard jump.
Is it on? Let's see who this one is on.
The guard jumped.
Yeah. I don't know why you go to that's just terrible clock management that you're trying to run clock and you get your lineman up there and get them in the stance with 20 seconds to go. That's
But if it's something we've seen all night, Middlesboro is able to produce explosive plays, so they could make up them yards like that here.
So, I mean, right now they could run another full, get this under 2 minutes if they wish.
and the linemen are going into the stance with 20 seconds on the clock. So not good time management. I'm going to call a timeout, I believe. Yeah. Yeah, they are. They ran the clock all the way down to 2:14. Folks, we have a timeout, 2:14 on the clock. Great one here so far to start out the season here in Bobcat football in Middlesboro. Take one break. Be right back here, folks.
Surgery. Words no one wants to hear. But when it becomes your reality, you deserve care built on trust. At Hazard ARH, open heart surgery is performed by Dr. James Shoptaw, a cardiothoracic and vascular surgeon with over 29 years of experience. With skilled hands, strong faith, and proven results, Dr. Shoptaw and his team are with you every step of the way. Trust your heart to ARH and Dr. Shoptaw, a proud member of the ARH Care Network. ARH, more for Appalachia.
Folks, we're back. 2:14 on the clock, 36-35, Middlesboro. Parton going to roll out, going to throw this one, going to be caught over there. And is it going to be a first down? It is. Big catch by Murray Houston. Parton put that one on a rope out there, out in the flat, and big first down. Citizens Bank and Trust Company of Jackson, first down. They can almost run this clock out now.
I would expect Coach Moore to use one of his timeouts here soon.
And you got to look back at that 2-point conversion of why you don't run the ball up the middle if you're a Bobcat fan, I'll tell you. Mm-hmm. Tick, 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 tick. Still have 17 on the clock that Middlesboro can run off here if they choose to. On the play clock, those linemen are in stances up there, though. Don't understand that. Really don't.
I don't either.
One snap, 2-part. I'm going to hand this one off to Lawson. Big gain up the middle here. He runs it on down inside the 10-yard line.
Gain of about 5. Coach Moore takes this.
Breathitt's going to use one of their their 2 timeouts remaining. So they will stop the clock with 1:27 on the clock. Still a 1-point game here. We'll take a break, folks, again, and be back here with each team with 1 remaining timeout. 1:27 on the clock. .127. Middlesboro 2nd and 3. Evan, you said it. Do you let them score here?
I don't know. It's a risk and reward thing. It's the same mentality behind the 2-point conversion.
Because, if Middlesboro does score, makes it 7-point game. If they go for 2 and get it, the game's over. And here's a nice stop, though. Breathitt not doing that. Have a nice stop by Trenton Noble and Sizemore out there. And that will be Breathitt's 3rd and final timeout and 2nd down. So setting it up here as we go forward, Breathitt out of timeouts. They're going to have to get a stop. Middlesboro can take a knee if they like and run this clock down to inside 30 seconds or so and run the clock down to where it's going to make it tough on Breathitt if they do make a stop. So Middlesboro in the driver's seat right now.
Definitely a first down here just to end the game.
Right. Well, that looks like there might have been a yard lost there, so it's going to be 3rd and 4. But again, Breathitt is out of timeouts. So if the play clock, once this play is over, will run and take it under a minute if Middlesboro does not score and make it 4th down. So whatever play they run would stop the clock if they do not score. Middlesboro back out. Bobcats, see what the decision was here defensively. Parton is going to go under center here for the first time tonight that I've seen. And he drops the snap, but picks it up, and he's going to run down to the 1 yard line and stop for the first down, and that's the ball game.
Smart running from him.
Yep. So Parton runs it down to the 1 yard line and stops, and the clock will run 37 seconds. That'll take it down under 40 seconds here before the next stop has to be taken. They'll either take a knee or try to run it in. But that looks like going to be a 36-35 win for the Yellowjackets here, unless something really, really, really wild happens here, Evan.
Yep, definitely. And it looks like they're getting in the victory.
They're in the victory formation. Let's see. Going to take a knee, and that will end the game. They do not have to take another step, no timeouts, and that's it. And Middlesboro is going to open the season with the win over Breathitt County, 36-35, as the clock will tick down here in the bowl. And wow, what a good ball game here. Lots of mistakes on both sides cost both teams, but in the end, it was a 2-point conversion down there that was not converted. That gives Middlesboro their margin of victory here. So, folks, we will take one break and be right back to close this one out here on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
All right, folks, welcome back. Good ball game here as we started this one out. Bobcats go down 36-35 here to Middlesboro. Both teams made some mistakes that cost themselves and made some big plays here tonight. So both teams with something to build on here. And Breathitt will be headed to Powell County next week. So I know Coach Moore will take this and build on it as they move on with their schedule. And what was your final thoughts, Ed?
Well, the Bobcats, we talked about how there was a lot of mistakes. But I feel like some of those mistakes from Middlesboro that kept the Bobcats in the game were forced by the Cats.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a good sign for the Bobcat fans, even though it's a 36-35 loss. Additionally, there's some injuries here that you're worried about next week. We saw Noah Millar, who showed a lot of promise both in the scrimmage against Bourbon County, which we covered, and tonight. But he's been down. Looks like an ankle injury for most of the game after about the second quarter.
All right, so, folks, the season is well underway. Thanks for joining us here on Bluegrass Sports Nation. We're going to have the awards here for the Veterans Bowl. They'll be, we'll get those to you and let you know who those were. But we're going to go ahead and shut her down and get ready to head on back to Jackson. So, Evan, Matt, and Darren, thank you guys. Good broadcast. Rob will be back next week for Powell County. You won't have to listen to me, but folks, thanks for joining us here on Bluegrass Sports Nation. We do appreciate you. We love our audience. It's great for us to promote Breathitt County and the kids of Eastern Kentucky. So till next time, thanks again, folks. We'll see you soon. Got some volleyball this week for you. So join us here on Bluegrass Sports Nation for Breathitt and Wolf Action.